everybody, we're Easy Allies, and this is our official E3 wrap-up stream. Woo! We're wrapping it up tonight.
Putting a bow on it.
We got some, nice
putting it under the tree until next year.
Dude, opening it up right again.
Yes.
So we have a few other video games to talk about that didn't make it into our nightly recaps.
Yep.
So we have some stragglers we're going to go process. And then we are going to... We're too loud, Damiani. We're going to do our official Best of E3 2017 awards.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hype.
Prestigious.
Pristine.
Pristine and prestigious. Okay, Sard, who wants to start? Who wants to start,
I'll start
with some impressions? Okay.
Bonus impressions.
So, at E3, I got to play a little game called Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
I know Mike here was a big fan of this. I played it on PC also. 4K, high budget. So, what I played is, I assume, is the beginning of the game. So it takes place in the Tower, Huber.
Yeah.
It's getting attacked by some weird alien dudes.
Yep.
You're going to have to tell me here, because I don't know the
Cabal.
world. Okay, I don't know the world of Destiny that well. I just know you shoot aliens,
The
alright?
Cabal are infiltrating.
So-
High stakes mission.
Yes, it was very high stakes.
Yes.
I did not get to pick my class. I was just the Warlock, which was like, alright, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed off the bat, some of the controls are a little weird
Yeah, totally.
on PC. A little unintuitive, felt like, just getting like the hang of it. You know, you're like, oh, it's Destiny, should be pretty easy, but I remember the placement was like semi-weird. I'm
I
sure
agree.
you could totally hotkey change it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just took a little bit to get used to.
Yeah, it took me a little bit to get used to it.
Like those weird reaches when you have to reach your index finger over to like H to do something. It's just like in the middle of a fast battle. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, not a deal breaker at all.
Yeah.
Not a deal breaker at all. I was just saying it was a little weird. So yeah, you're going through the tower. All these cabals start going at you, dude. Dude, you could already
Coming in
smell-
on these awesome.
You
like,
could smell
transport
the budget already.
Yeah.
Like the sequel budget we always talk about. You could
Yes.
tell, dude, big time.
Did it feel next gen?
No, it did not.
Oh.
It looked really good because it was 4K.
Yeah.
Look at that. It had some
colors.
cool fire
That looks like
swording.
60 FPS.
I was playing
uncapped.
60 FPS 4K.
Yes.
Uncapped frame rate on PC.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It
So
was
it's
pretty cool.
120 FPS.
Probably. Uncapped.
Yeah.
The biggest thing too is the NPCs you're fighting with.
Yeah.
That
But this guy, dude, you'll see this guy. Okay, it's the Titan guy.
Yeah.
There's parts where he's like, they're coming in, and you'll just see him just do that,
stand there.
and everyone's coming at me, and he just sits there. He doesn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, so he's like an AI.
Yeah. I was like, dude, shoot some guys from me or something, man.
I mean, he's more defense. He's popping the Titan bubble for you.
Do some defense on me.
Yeah. He does the bubble a couple times, I remember.
Oh, I get killed by something like I blow up somehow.
Yeah.
And it shows like what kills you, and it's just some dude down on the floor. I was like, what happened?
That's funny.
But yeah, I go through. There's a couple like mini bosses. They're pretty cool guys. Some little more cabals like that.
Yeah, they got like the dual swords.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to this mission. I would say that's completely new from
Just
Destiny, but I
the
assume it.
The NPCs were
Yeah,
big.
that's the big thing. Oh, okay. But PC felt really good, aiming super precise, exactly everything you're looking for.
Yep.
They cut it off right before I got to a boss fight. Though I was like, oh!
Yeah, of course.
I think they added a new ability for the Warlocks, like a down slam.
Yeah, so everyone has like an additional ability now. There's
Okay.
there's like a skill tree where you can pick your like secondary ability. So the Titan has like a little shield that pops up. The Warlock has a health.
Yeah, they had like an AoE barrier heal thing.
So there's like more opportunities
Yeah.
to work with your team and do more moves.
look at that.
I love that.
We're just
dude.
flying by. I was like, what's going on here, dude?
She takes it out. She's
Yeah.
like, I got this.
And I was like, oh, that's what that move does.
So cool.
So this is your direct feed. This is you.
Yeah, this is just me like learning how to play this game.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Sniper rifle point blank
Yeah,
right here.
that's right.
Is Rain new to the franchise?
Is Rain new? I don't recall Rain
I don't think Rain is new, but
I think it rained before.
in this game.
that's a pretty Rain on PC.
Yeah, it's a pretty Rain. But
It's the first thing I noticed looked visually different from seeing it demoed in that.
The biggest thing for me with the PC version, though, is balancing. You know, are they going to go the Blizzard Overwatch route of balancing console versions and PC versions separately? Because, you know, you go into a
These
raid.
headshots are too easy.
Yeah, you go into
Mouse
a
and
raid
keyboard.
with 6 PC veterans and they got mouse and keyboard. You know,
Yeah.
is that going to be balanced differently from the console
That's the question.
versions? That is like my main question with the PC version, I would have to imagine yes. I'd have to imagine it.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I bet they're sharing a lot of knowledge and resources with the Overwatch team.
Of course.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Dude. Michael Morhaime coming out
Some streetlights
at the Destiny reveal.
Yeah,
This was fun, being able to finally go behind this door.
yeah. I was like, oh, that's
You
what that
know.
is. Okay.
Very
Wait,
cool.
are we on the tower right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Tower's getting attacked.
Yeah, it's getting
Great.
attacked, which is cool.
This
Context.
door-
Yeah.
This door is permanently locked in Destiny 1. Now it's open. And you're battling.
Chat confirms that rain is not new.
Okay, so yeah, I shot that guy's tank, his like flame tank, and it blew up.
Nice.
Always fun little touch.
Yeah.
Looks more the same you've seen before right now, but it's still fun. If you love Destiny, you're gonna love this, dude.
Absolutely.
Please be excited.
Please be excited.
You want to talk about our next game, Huber?
Yes.
Do it. The game that you and me saw together.
Let's do it.
Do you got footage of that, Damiani?
Probably not.
Ah,
There's some trailers out there. If you...
What is it? I don't
It's
know.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
See if I can find that.
This area is a Crucible map in Destiny 1.
Interesting.
Ah,
Ah.
oh.
Very cool.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Hey, man.
Hubert reported on this last year. What's the update, Hubert?
The update is mixed.
Oh,
Oh.
Positively mixed.
Positively mixed?
More towards the positive.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
Okay.
More towards the positive. It's been a year. The game to me looked relatively the same.
What do you mean, visually or?
Yeah, visually.
Okay.
You know, back in the day when they were announcing this game's been a long time coming. You
Yep.
know, as a Kickstarter game a ways back. They were really big on like these Braveheart style battles that they were talking about, and they had never shown one. Like last year, they were like, "Yeah, we're working on those. You know, we're not going to show it." And I was like, "Well, how big are these missions going to be? Are they going to be like castle sieges?" And he's like, "Yeah, we plan to have a ton of characters, you know, battling at once." And I was like, pressing him for information. He was like, you know, like 15, 20. I was like, because I was like, "These are going to be like Braveheart, like 100 people battling." And he wouldn't really give me an answer. And then this year, they debuted Skirmish, which was basically that. It's the equivalent of that. And it was like a 6-on-6 battle.
Oh.
So they've kind of scaled it down a bit. They also announced that it's on PS4. This
And
was originally
Xbox One,
and
yeah.
Xbox One. This was originally like PC only. So I'm wondering
Is
if
that Far Cry we were just looking at?
No, that's what they came out.
I'm wondering if that had anything to do with it.
I swear I
Compromising.
saw a guy in a t-shirt.
It's probably peasant.
Okay.
But I want to hear Brad's thoughts because Brad had not seen this game before. What do you think?
I was super overwhelmed with this game.
Overwhelming game. This game is hard.
Yeah, this is hardcore.
Core.
I think when we left, Mike said it already a cult classic.
Yeah, this game's already a cult classic.
Yeah, already.
Drafter tweets. This is a medieval simulation.
Yep.
This is not a Witcher, Skyrim RPG. This is a sim. There's boatloads and see those shots with like those big battles?
Yes.
It's got to be still in there then.
Yeah, like
we just didn't see any of that.
Yeah, I don't
No
understand.
magic.
No magic.
Dragons.
No magic.
It's like it's really trying to follow like the path of history. I think I forgot what the country was called. It's modern day Czech Republic though.
Mm-hmm.
They're talking about like the whole like if you're a history or if you're a history buff in this time frame,
Yeah.
dude,
Buckets of lore.
lore everywhere.
Like, who is this person? How are they connected to this person? You know, when were they born? Like,
Whoa.
so many history things you can just dive into.
This is a good trailer.
Yeah, you know, it's a Kickstarter game. This is not huge AAA budget, so the voice acting is a little rough. It's not going to be like top tier, you know, Witcher 10 out of 10 voice acting. It's a little rough around the edges. The combat, also a little rough, but they acknowledged it. They said, yo, our combat is still rough. We come out in February, you know, we've delayed a couple times. We really want to polish it out. The game's pretty much done, except for polish. So they're like in, you know, 8 or 9 months here of just polishing it out.
Yeah.
We saw a fight, like a fist fight.
Yeah, we saw him walk around in his village, kind of talking about his way of life with his
Yeah.
parents, everything like that. He ran into some guy that owed him parts or whatever.
Owed him money.
You could like fight this dude, or you could eventually like if you lose to the guy, you can get people to come help you later and beat him up or stuff like
But
that.
then they want you to like vandalize this guy's house, so it's a lot of choice and consequence. But they said everyone's game will end the same.
yeah,
So there's one ending, but how you get there goes down a ton of different paths. And combat is
dude, I was slightly concerned about the combat.
for sure.
it's first person,
First
which I
person?
didn't know about
For
when
sure.
I saw it, and it looked
A little rough.
So the demo we saw was this guy getting to skirmish with like I don't know how many dudes it was, like 10 guys, like 5-on-5.
Yeah.
Dude, the guy died every single time in our thing.
Couldn't beat it.
Couldn't beat it.
Third time, just like cursed out loud.
Yeah, he dropped some language.
Yeah.
Out loud.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
pretty- yeah.
Wow.
This game's hard.
And
Yeah.
he's demoing it?
Yeah.
Just couldn't beat it. Again, very authentic. If you use heavy armor in this, you have like the heavy headpiece.
Yeah.
Your vision is like little slits in the screen.
Yeah.
So let me ask you then, if I just chop somebody's head, is that a kill?
So everything works realistically, where if
yeah.
somebody has heavy armor, you
Yeah.
want to use a mace to crush it. If they have light armor, you want to use piercing to stab it.
Yeah.
So all of that is factored
Yeah,
in.
I think though if like you hit him in the head though, it's just like way more damage. You're talking
Yeah.
about like really specific like hit damage on every single part of your body.
Think of first person for honor, but instead of 3 ways to attack, there's 6.
Jeez.
So there's like the legs, the
Yeah.
head, the arms, the stomach.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I got into a battle. I honestly don't know if the enemy was just invincible and that it was just to demo the fighting, but I fought a guy for like 15 minutes. It was 15 minutes, and it's, you know, I always give Skyrim first-person melee combat a hard time because it's so much of like running in, running back, running in, running back. There's so much of that weird, it just feels weird to play like that.
Sure.
So I don't think the game's strength is going to be the combat. I think the strength will be the story and the freedom and the choice
They showed the world map too.
and the world map.
Man, this world map is massive.
Yeah, it
It's
grew
gonna be
since
huge.
last year. I
Yeah.
saw. They were like, "Yo, we're going for depth over quantity." So they showed me the map last year, and it was like a slice, and then this year they panned out, and it was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
okay, we've gotten bigger." So
I came out intrigued though after seeing it. I want to see more of this game.
yeah, I think it's a super unique game that is kind of in a, you know, it shares similarities with so many other medieval fantasy games. You know, obviously you think of Skyrim and The Witcher, but it's doing something different, and it's going for realism
Yeah.
over fantasy, which I
Yeah.
think is a cool take.
Yeah, totally.
Yep.
I swear that guy's wearing a big yellow t-shirt.
Yeah.
Not quite.
He's a,
And overalls.
The reason this game was on my radar a while back was because it's the creator of Mafia 1
Yep.
and 2.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The creator of Mafia 1 and 2 left to go kickstart this game. I don't. That was so long ago now.
Realism.
Yeah. So.
All right, I got a thunder round.
Okay.
Oh,
we go.
We
Let's
moved
do
from
it,
lightning to thunder.
Let's do
Yes. I mean to boom like thunder. Okay, so Indiecade, I played one weird game at the Indiecade called Riot Civil Unrest.
Whoa.
And this is not a fun video game.
oh,
This is a video game about riots, and it's historically accurate.
Whoa.
So you play through the game as rioters, but also as police, and it's a simulation. There's lots of AI mechanics at work, and basically the idea is to gain empathy for both sides of a riot. And so it's heavy. It was serious. There's an
Jeez.
aggression meter. Like, you're more likely to win the match if you like go aggressive. If you start shooting people as the police, you can do that. But then the next mission is going to be nuts because you cause an uproar. There's going to be more rioters in the next
Whoa.
mission. So there's consequences for all.
Yeah. I feel
How
like
that-
a lot of Indicate stuff can get that way.
Yeah. That's
It's like I understand like having a message to your game, but sometimes it's like, man, like these games are kind of nuts.
yeah.
that's heavy, dude.
Well, yeah, because I
Heavy-duty.
talked to the developers right there. He's from Italy, and he was like, "Yeah, I was in a lot of riots, and when I started making this game, you know, it was just about playing the rioters' side." And he's saying, "But like through developing this, I started getting an understanding for what the police had to do. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because I was watching him play as the police in this historically accurate riot, holding the controller and just shooting rioters, and I looked at his face, and I'm like, doesn't this feel weird?" He's like, "Oh yeah, this feels super weird." But it was cool. It was cool. You know, that's what like indie
Is it
games can
graphic?
do. It's like two little sprites. It's
Okay.
sprite work.
Oh, it's sprite work.
Okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, think of it like a SimCity game basically. But the perspective is really cool. Really nice sprites, to be honest with you. And so yeah, it's bloody. I mean,
Heavy.
you can shoot rioters. It's crazy.
Jeez.
But if you're on the
I
right,
don't, Kyle. You're not going to hear me say this very often.
yeah.
I don't want to feel the kill.
Oh yeah,
I don't want it.
it feels bad.
It's too personal.
Yeah.
Too personal.
My
But sometimes
goodness.
you get, it's you're a police officer. It's your job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a rough
Jeez.
game. Cool to play. Cool to see E3 though, which I thought was cool. Next Machina had a really hilarious booth. They were
really?
Yeah, it was Housemarque. It was just a laptop and a big old flag set up between the halls, guerrilla style. They were not supposed to be
love
there.
that.
And he just said, "Yeah, we're not supposed to be here, but I set up, and I figure I'll just be here until somebody tells me to go." He was not there Thursday.
Yeah.
But on Wednesday, I
my
stopped by
God.
and played some Next Machina. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like Resogun with context. I think it's out today.
So
It is.
Yeah,
So-
text.
A lot of secrets.
Yeah.
Ton
get
of
started
secrets.
on
Yeah, yeah.
I played like one level.
Yeah.
A lot of secrets.
But I loved that. I give him props for just going for it, just propping up until somebody tells you to go, and he was comfortable with that. It was cool. VR. I played Bravo Team. That's from Supermassive. Supermassive had the 2. You played that one scary one, right?
The Impatient.
The Inpatient. Bravo Team is the one where it's basically there's 2 people, we're co-oping, and we were on a bridge, kind of like in that Call of Duty game. I don't remember which one was on a bridge, but we're on a bridge with a bunch of parked cars, and basically it's a lot like Time Crisis.
okay.
You hold down a button to stay in cover, and you let it go to not be. And then you just kind of aim down the sights, which is really cool to do in VR. You close one eye, and you
Yeah.
look down your gun.
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah, and you play it. Well, the demo was playing with that big white gun, but you can play it other way. But I think that gun's cool for VR.
How was the game?
It's okay. It's like Time Crisis. It's like popping up and shooting bad
But you
guys.
can't you cannot casually just say a game is like Time Crisis. Like, does it live up to that
It's not
feel?
as arcadey. It's not as arcadey
Yeah.
as Time Crisis. It was kind of more tactical.
Okay.
It's about going to points of cover and like letting your buddy cover you as you go to the other point and things like that.
Will it scratch my Time Crisis itch?
It might.
Okay,
It might.
okay.
I'm not going to promise it will because Time
Okay.
Crisis is a very different game. You're
Why
right.
hasn't there been a Time Crisis VR game? That seems like the
I
most
know.
obvious
Yeah.
thing.
Seriously?
Yeah.
To crank that out.
Yeah.
It'd be great if like it actually looked like the old world, like it was like Time Crisis 1. So like it was not a realistic looking world, but like they did it. They recreated it.
Yeah.
You're,
Yeah.
you're in that world.
I love Time Crisis
You know what?
1, dude.
That
One
kind
and
of House
two.
of the
The
Dead
castle.
animation and like
You play the whole thing sitting down.
Stand up.
I think the promise of VR is to like stand up. Is
Stand
to
up.
get down and stand up. And I think
Take a knee.
I would want that.
Silverdome says Virtua Cop VR writes itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're set right
I'm
there.
hoping for Virtua Cop in Shenmue 3. Let's make that happen.
Remember when we couldn't finish Time Crisis 5?
Yes.
Because it glitched out.
It glitched out.
But then I
we
got to like the final
we got to
level.
the very
Right.
final 5. Never seen this with an arcade machine.
Yeah.
And it just glitched out.
Glitched
It
out.
wouldn't let us
Thanks,
play.
Dave.
Wait.
Buster.
Was this our Dave and Buster's
Yeah.
trip?
Yes.
Dave and Buster's
Yeah.
trip, yeah.
It
But
was-
then I dropped like $15 on this. To the end.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Here's a VR game though where like you do physically exert yourself, which I actually like a lot. It's Sparc. It's basically racquetball.
Ah,
Yeah.
Cool.
And so it's you're in this VR realm, and what I
Spark
did.
with a C, right?
VR
Yeah,
realm.
Sparc with a C. And
You're in the VR realm.
yeah. The virtual reality realm. And I like basically you can be a giant as a spectator, and so like when you start off in the lobby, you can see the match, and it's just like this little tiny thing. And then when it's your turn to be up, you go like, and then it's like to scale, and then you see giant people watching outside.
Oh, that's cool.
And what's cool is that there's no power-ups or anything. It really is just about throwing and bouncing a ball onto the other person's side. So like Windjammers, I guess you could compare it to. Basically, there's like boundaries that you need to like slam the ball into, and it is basically all skill-based.
Cool.
And that was what was cool about that one. No microtransactions. Finally, Starchild. This was another VR
Oh,
game.
yeah. So you went through that whole Sony booth, huh?
Yeah, which was super fun.
Sure.
Except for Inpatient.
I said no to
Too
Inpatient.
spooky.
And they were like, hey, Inpatient's open. I said no. Starchild's cool. This is from Playful, but published by Game Trust. This
right.
it's like Metroidvania. The weird thing is, though, I walked up and I said, can I call this a Metroidvania game? And he says, what we're showing today is yes. And so,
What we're showing today is.
yeah. And so I think that, remember the demo ended with that robot, like, taking you in?
Yes.
I suspect that that's where some gameplay mechanic will change.
Whoa.
But it's funny. I was super high on Starchild because I think playing a Metroid style game in VR is actually super interesting, and just sinking down in was super fun. You get some really great sense of environment, Disneyland style. You hear chimes and you just feel like you're in it. But I mean, then I played like Moss, which I think is like a better version of that.
Oh, okay.
But it's fun. It's cool, and I'm excited to see what they add to it. But Starchild's actually pretty cool.
Nice.
Mouse.
That's it. That's my Thunder round.
I saw somebody. It's funny that you brought up Next Machina because I saw someone requesting that and Matterfall.
Yeah,
which
we talked about Matterfall.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
excellent. Okay.
A lot of buttons.
I did not play that, but I saw it played. And
Was Matterfall.
Yeah, it's not that many buttons. It's actually fewer buttons than normal, but
Fewer buttons, but a
they're
lot of mechanics.
they're placed weirdly. There's all fingers. But yeah, Matterfall. I think we talked about day one. If you go to our E3 playlist on YouTube,
Nice.
you can find it there. And then we also broke out a lot of individual discussions. So like Dragon Ball Z, I know Vega Vice Enable was looking for. We broke that one out separately. But that was like the second game of day two, I think.
break it out.
Can I share a fun story about Star Child, actually?
No.
Yeah.
So Napoleon Dynamite is John Hader, right?
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
And he's got a twin brother.
Oh, he
who's
does?
Also named Hader.
Oh no.
One of them has a
Heater.
beard. Heater. Whatever, yeah. One of them has a beard and the other one doesn't. I don't know which one is which. But, like, I was in line to play this game, and, like, one of the Hader brothers showed up. And the poor guy presenting the game, like, I don't blame him. He's like, would it be a problem? And I said, no. Like, absolutely, just let that famous guy play. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
Yeah.
I would do the same thing in his shoes, and also I would do the same thing if I was in Napoleon Dynamite 10 years ago. I would be like, come on, let me play. You know, like, why should I wait in line after this guy? And so, like, I just like that kind of access. You know what I mean? You can be in a hit movie from 10 years ago and still skip to any line at E3.
if they watched that movie 10 years
If they
prior.
watched that movie 10 years prior, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. It's good.
We got one Damiani game.
Yes,
If you want to talk
Damiani.
about it.
One day too, Kyle, you may possibly get to sneak in a line with just your dumb face.
And it's just like presumed, you know what I mean? You just kind of like walk up and it's like, we all do. Yeah, we all know what's happening here. Go ahead.
All right. One that I didn't get to talk about, I got to check out a game called Brawlout. It's for PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. It is a Super Smash Brothers clone.
Mm-hmm.
The big difference is that it doesn't have shield grabbing or even blocking. Essentially,
No blocking?
Yes, there's no blocking
Whoa.
in it.
Excellent.
They have the dodge. You can do rolls and dodges and stuff like that, but you don't have as many invincibility frames. So like you can easily get caught in those and get hit. So it's not about that. It's more about they have a rage meter is their unique mechanic, and when it builds up, you can either spend it to do a combo breaker, or you could like make your character enter like a berserk mode.
God trigger?
Yeah, essentially.
So there's
if it's
combos, though. That differentiates it from Smash 2.
No, Smash has combos. It's the same combos as Smash. It is literally Smash Brothers. Like it plays like Smash Brothers. The physics are probably closer to PlayStation All Stars, I would say, which is
Okay.
not a good
Which
thing.
is bad, right?
Yeah, which is not a good thing.
How are the characters?
I wish they got
know they're
another
all
shot at
original
that one.
characters.
What?
They're all
PlayStation
original.
All-Stars 2. Is there one?
No.
Yeah,
No,
I wish they
not
could make.
one.
I wish they could have
No,
another
that
chance.
happened.
It's
Rose
anamorphic
poison.
characters. They're based on like animals. Their playstyles
Anthropomorphic.
anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
sorry.
Anamorphic is widescreen.
Sorry.
Animorphs.
Anthropomorphic. Their playstyles are almost analogous to Smash characters. Like there's a bird character who played just like Fox and Falco, so it's like, okay. He's got the up B, go because it's like a spiral flying thing instead. I was like, okay.
They're not even trying to hide it.
everything like there's a double jump mechanic is still in there.
Are there items?
No.
Oh.
There were no items in there. Some characters can toss out item. Like one of them had a little stick of electricity. When I tossed it out, it just made like a little like AOE field around it. If you stepped into it, you got like electrified.
Cool.
One character basically had Blanca's down B move,
Oh, really?
like this electrocute. I was like, okay, same character who could toss out the lightning thing.
Did you see the frog guy? I've seen a lot
Yes.
of the frog guy in the trailer.
Got to see the frog guy. Got to see the guy who looked like the bad guy from the Battle of Gods.
Oh, the Anubis looking
Yeah,
guy?
he was that character looked like that.
Beerus.
Yeah,
Beerus.
Beerus. There you go. One
Beerus.
character looked like Beerus. Someone was it you, Kyle? You telling me that like Ori's supposed to be in this game or something?
Yeah.
They were not. Ori was not playable
Okay. Let me know if I'm wrong, Chad. I think
because
Ori
that
is
seems
the
like
guest
such a
character.
peaceful, nice
Really?
character
Yeah.
to put into Brawlout.
Yeah.
Dude,
I don't know
Ori?
about that.
That'd be cool.
Ori in there.
Let me know, Chad.
The one thing I'll say about it is the developers seem pretty passionate about it. So passionate that when I jumped in, like this first play, he like pretty much went what?
Ori's in Rivals of Ether.
Okay, you're wrong. So Kyle Boston was wrong,
It's another Smash-like, right?
but you're still.
I think so, yeah.
But it's not Brawl.
Okay.
Nice try.
Jeez, dude.
Developer was really passionate. The guy who was there, so passionate that like he went like all out on everybody.
Nice.
Like first match, I was just trying to learn how to play, just like obliterating me.
No mercy.
It was just like, okay, cool. Then another player joins in with us, and he goes, "You guys can team up. I'll still beat you." And I was like, I'm trying to get impressions here. It's real cool, and you're just like destroying me. I was like, this is not the best way to do this. So eventually, I stuck with one character and figured out how to play them. And I was like, I finally started beating the guy. I was like, all right, just leave me alone now.
Need
to like figure out how to play the game.
the hell out of my boot.
Yeah, it's. I don't know.
So you're lukewarm.
Well,
on
you're
it.
just in the corner of Microsoft's booth. To be fair.
If you're looking for a Smash type game and you refuse to buy a Nintendo system, sure, then this is probably for you. Otherwise, if you have the means to get a Nintendo system, please just buy Smash Brothers.
Damn.
Wow. All right.
Hot take.
Hot take.
I'll take. That's it.
That's
it.
it.
That's the hottest take. That's it.
See you next year.
hot take.
E3.
Get up here, Kyle. If you're gonna do this.
E3.
Jones should do it.
2018.
Okay.
You want to clean in?
The E3 awards, baby.
E3 awards.
Starts.
Right now.
E3 awards.
Yeah.
Starts in 5 seconds.
Do we want to clean in for the
No.
to clip it out?
No.
Separate.
No.
Oh, we're not clipping that separate. All right.
We had a nice, clean, separate thing
Yeah.
last year.
No, I just mean like, do I want to take 5 seconds, maybe do a motion
Oh,
with my
I mean, I
hands
guess
or
if we
something?
really want to, but
Okay.
Well, if it doesn't matter to you, Blood, then it doesn't matter to me. We got our fine people here. They are ready for us to jump right into the best of E3 2017. Do they know what we have picked for the fan category?
Oh,
The category
no,
chosen by
save
the
it.
Easy Allies community. Saving that.
Save it.
But I'm going to
Save
list. But we will do that second to last. But I will list out the categories that we will be selecting. So a little a menu. We're doing 7 categories. Again, one of those picked by our community. The ones that we selected. We're going to be kicking it off with biggest surprise. Then we're going to be selecting the best press conference, the best original game, basically best new IP. Another way to put that. Which is interesting. That cuts a lot of things off the list that we're really excited about from this E3. Best demonstration, and by that we mean a best gameplay demonstration. So for best trailer, and obviously for best trailer, you know, it has to be a trailer. You can't just like Anthem is not a trailer. Like that was a demonstration of the game in action. And one of our qualifiers for best in show is that it was a game that we had to have played ourselves. So that unfortunately also drops a bunch of things that now become eligible for best demonstration because they were stuff that we were not eligible to play, but still were demonstrated effectively. We'll get to that later. Best trailer, of course. And finally wrapping up with best in show. So, Kyle, is there anything you want to... Any other information people need to know before we get going?
I think that one thing is super important, just so everybody realizes that we're playing by best of E3.
These are the official rules set by the ESA for the official scoring of the actual show.
Right.
And it sounds frustrating because a lot of people are, viewing E3 from a distance, and so from your perspective, everything is unplayable. Yeah. Everything is just a pipe dream. Everything is not going to be an actual tangible thing until you get it in your hands or until they release a demo or until you get to go to a PAX or a Comic-Con or a PSX and play it yourself.
Great question. What is the context for best in show?
So best in show means
playable, basically.
Yeah, so best in show means the best game that we were the ESA guidelines says officially 5 minutes it needs to be playable. For us, it just we had to have played it. We had to have gotten an opportunity at E3 downtown, actually at the show, to play the game. And to me, that makes a big difference. It's like there's some things that kind of like weasel out of that, and to me that's unfair for things that did commit to that. To me, that is a very difficult thing to do, to not only bring a game, to not only show off a game and get people excited about it, but have it be a game that you can actually play. And it feels icky to slide games in there just because we're excited about them. The reason that you're excited about them and the reason that those hot takes are generally more positive than potentially other things is because you don't have, but it just didn't feel right. Or like, but it just, that one little move, I know it looks cool when you saw it in the trailer, but like I actually played it and I don't know. Or something that, like some of the fun fighting games we played or some of the shooters that like, oh, this didn't look that great, but boy, you play it and it just, you feel it and like everything's coming together.
That's fair, Jones.
Especially for something we just found out about. It's like, it's they're working real hard on this because we have played it and it is great. But E3, surprises, Huber. E3 is all about surprises. Huber likes the surprises.
I
Huber
love
doesn't like it
surprises.
when he's not surprised.
No
I know.
spoilers.
But we may
I'm
potentially get to that
I'm
later.
with you on that, Jones. Those leaks.
So you know, some of the stuff did get leaked, but it still was a surprise because there were elements about it that we still did not know. So yeah, kicking off with the biggest surprises from E3. We're not going to obsess about having a specific number of categories for each. Nominees for each category. We just kind of rattled off ideas that we have. So we have several big surprises. Do I want to rattle them all off and then, or just talk about it one by one?
Rattle.
Oh,
Rattle them off first and then go through
I
them?
want to
or?
rattle them off.
Okay.
Yeah, like you would in an award show, and I want each person to grab a new card.
Okay.
So hand the cards off to Brad for the next
Oh,
one.
all right.
No. I mean, well,
Okay.
not now.
That's awful, Brad.
Whoa.
Jeez, Brad, get some
Trying to do
hands.
my job.
Jones, announce each nominee like this
Got
is
it.
a thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's a thing, all right.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you about this. This was not a thing before E3. It was maybe a thing. It's kind of a rumored thing, but now it is definitely a thing. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So now I know what you're saying. You're like, wait a minute, that got leaked. That got leaked beforehand. It can't be a surprise. We all knew that was coming, but did we? I mean, do we really know what the heck this game was?
Yeah.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. How surprised were you, Ben Moore?
I was expecting to not care about this game, and now I will buy and play it immediately. So
Immediately.
immediately.
Day one.
Immediately.
So,
Yeah,
Jones,
it
just
was
want
a-
to
it was
call to
impressive
attention that the direction was to read through them all at once.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
Oh, okay,
well, you said
okay.
make them all a thing.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
thought that would take away from them being a thing.
Okay.
All right, sorry.
I was spoken to.
You did a good job, Ben. I
Thanks.
threw to you. You made it happen.
We simply don't have time to have a discussion of every nominee for the rest of the night.
Rock and roll.
Okay.
Nominee number 2, Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yay!
Nominee number 3, both Metroids. Metroid in general, the Metroid
Yeah.
franchise.
Metroid is alive.
Number 4, Shadow of the Colossus getting completely remastered from the ground up. Number 5, Knack 2. Not that it existed. We knew that this weird game existed.
Yeah.
But many of us played it, and many of us really enjoyed it. Number 6, The Crew 2. Not only adding planes and boats, but doing it very well in a demo that even I, was tempted to go run and get in line and check out. Anthem, brand new IP from BioWare that we not only just get teased in like some cinematic trailer or something, but we actually see a heck of a lot of gameplay from. Metro Exodus,
Yeah.
which is a popular franchise. Game looks fun. Kind of a not really so much gameplay. Look at a little scripting going on there.
Oh boy.
Maybe hurts a little bit,
It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a good night.
but
That's
definitely,
how you know it.
but definitely a surprise. Definitely one of those moments where you're watching it, it's like, is this Metro? I don't know. It feels like Metro. And finally, I think one of my most pleasant surprises, because I got to see this live at the press conference, but seeing Monster Hunter World for the first time on that giant screen. I'll tell you this, Ben. It's not often that I'm excited about Monster Hunter. It's not often where
I've
I'm like,
never seen you excited
I'm like,
about Monster
they're making a case.
Yeah.
They're making a case right now.
The world will understand.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
What about Beyond Good and Evil 2?
Oh yeah,
All
absolutely.
right.
Oh, sure.
And if
Good
Rabbids
one.
is on there, I think Evil Within 2's got to be on there.
And if Evil Within 2 is on there, I think Wolfenstein 2 needs to be on
Wait.
there.
So I
on
remember clearly saying, if you want to have input on these awards, please arrive a half hour early.
I did.
Okay. All right.
Me too.
But
You were right there, guys. You were right there, so we're writing them down. I want to make a case for Anthem. His biggest
Sell me
surprise.
on it, dude.
So I didn't think we would see BioWare's new IP like for years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was shocked that they even showed it. I was shocked first that EA said we have a trailer for it, and you're going to see more at Microsoft. And then I was shocked by how much they showed at Microsoft, that they basically demonstrated a game. They demonstrated being in a town, collecting quests, and then going out on a mission, and demonstrating a game. Fully showing that this is a game, this is something practical, and here it is. Here's what BioWare has been working on.
Yeah.
It's a big surprise.
Yeah, I didn't know exactly whether. I guess there were some rumors going around about a Destiny-like thing, but I had an itching
I
feeling.
mean, EA said they were working on Destiny like that.
Yeah.
They said so, yeah.
But I had I had an itching feeling that it might be about that time since Mass Effect had just come out and it wasn't from the main team. It's like, okay, what are we gonna see from the main team? What have they been doing? So since Mass Effect 3, basically.
Itchy Tasty.
Two Metroid games.
Tasty?
Blood said itch.
Oh,
Itchy.
okay.
Itchy Tasty. 2 Metroid games, though, man.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful.
Yeah.
2 brand new Metroid games. 1 remake.
Hard for I mean, out of everything looking on this list, hard for me not to lean on that.
On Metroid?
On Metroid, yeah.
How come?
And I'm not, again, like, have not played any game in the Prime series.
Yeah.
Have not been that attached to Metroid over the years. But to me, that was just one of those, like we began E3 2017 on this high of all of these amazing announcements we've got over the last couple of years. Not only having something wild like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but then seeing it actually played sooner than I think some of us were expecting. And that Metroid Prime 4 announcement. Although I didn't actually enjoy like the media, like the video they showed, I thought was like pretty last minute. Like you
showed a
could have put that
logo.
together day of, but just actually including that in the show, and then right when you had all of those expectations, doubling down on another Metroid game. Even if that is embroiled in the controversy of them telling the people that were making the Metroid 2 or Return of Samus they can't make that, then showing up later. So now there's just so much curiosity. Okay, is that going to be better than this Metroid 2 remake that I've already played? Those were the kind of announcements that I was looking for. I think people that come out of E3 2017, they're like, yeah, that didn't really hit me as much as the last couple E3s. Didn't hit you because we didn't get more announcements like that.
Yes, but Dragon Ball Fighters.
True.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A pure surprise. I mean, maybe surprised it's featured as heavily as it was in the
Yeah, in a
Xbox press
Microsoft.
conference.
Yeah.
But I'm mostly impressive just for pure quality, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of the main thing, and
The
that's
surprising factor
feels
is how
quality
flawless.
that's a
already,
pretty
baby.
awesome thing to be known as being surprising for.
Yeah.
that just
Well, and
killing it. Like just to bring a franchise we've seen done in fighting games so many times.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, or is
Taking it to the next level, bam.
Is there like another Xenoverse or something that's in the works right now?
I think there
Xenoverse
is,
2
yeah.
is coming to Switch.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
but it's already come out on other platforms,
Yeah,
right?
PS4 and Xbox
Okay.
and PC.
So, yeah, but I kind of figured that like that was the direction that they were going was with the Xenoverse.
They're just
game.
like, no!
And then
We're gonna make it
to see
really
another
good.
Dragon Ball that goes in a just more direct with like what people want.
This is the only Dragon Ball game I feel like I've played where you can evaluate it as a fighting game and not as a Dragon Ball game. And
Yes,
that's
well said, man.
insane.
Yeah.
I played Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It was fine. It was fun. Like, playing Dragon Ball Fighters, it's like looking down on it from a great height. Like, it played perfectly. Every little feature that was in it just added to that sense of excitement even more.
Yeah,
It's really, really insane.
The fact that it wasn't just a logo or something like that, too. It was
Right.
a trailer, and we actually got to play it.
Yep.
Yeah. I
And
can
it
see-
lived up.
I can see that
It
bumping
lived
it
up.
over Anthem.
And it, oh,
I want to make a case for Shadow of the Colossus.
Sell it, Huber.
Oh, please.
Let's go.
Okay.
This is widely considered one of the greatest video games of all time.
Mhm.
It's not one of the greats.
It is
Not yet.
It is almost always on top 10 lists for greatest games or games with the biggest impact. And they're remaking it out of nowhere. This to me was the most shocking because it's not that old of a game. We just got The Last Guardian, and we saw this game in motion. It wasn't just a logo. The fact that they came out and were like, "Yo, we're casually just remaking this Shadow of the Colossus," that blew me away. It was the most shocked I think I was the entire E3. And then we learned that it was Bluepoint Games, which is a respected developer of remastering games. Now they're getting their shot to
They earned it. They're like,
Yeah.
they did a
Yeah.
good job, and they're like,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah, they did do the remaster, right?
Yes,
Yes.
they
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, and it's crazy that we got a remaster last gen, and again, Last Guardian just came out recently, so it was shocking to me that we not only got the announcement for a Shadow of the Colossus remake, but that it was, shown. The game itself was shown. Just crazy.
Kinda, man. Like it's a remaster.
It's a remake.
dude.
I get it's a remake. Like I
No,
get.
it's a remake.
It's a remake, Kyle.
Kyle, it's a remake.
Let it
Okay,
go,
so
dude.
it's a remake
Yes.
that
Yeah.
adds nothing new. They've
That
already
we
said.
know of.
No.
No,
Nothing
they've
that we
not.
know.
They've said we're not adding content to
Source.
this.
Yeah,
Shuhei
Source.
Yoshida.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
I mean, sleuth it up.
Yeah, I mean, source it. Go ahead. Yeah, sure. It's a remake. They're changing all the assets and everything. It is going to be the exact same stuff. They've said they don't want to add stuff to it.
I
So,
still
like-
think a remake is rebuilding it from the ground up, even if it's identical.
Sure.
Even if it's identical,
Absolutely.
and they call
Humor.
it a remake.
I don't want to stress over the word. I'll
For
say
sure.
I'll use remake. I don't think a remake is the biggest surprise of E3. No way.
Sure.
What do you got?
It just says it'll have the same content as the PS2 version.
That's exactly what I just said. That is what I said.
No one. The questions do not ask, will it have any additional stuff?
Okay.
Like, he's literally just answering their question
All right.
because if you were trying to save that surprise, the question was, will the game have the same content as the PS2 version?
Yeah.
It's the same, but the player preference for controls will change over time. So we're working on implementing modernized way to play the game.
All right. So it's
gameplay
It's,
might
it's clearly the biggest surprise. I'm floored by
Well,
that.
I think, yeah, I think it dropped a little bit. The stock in that dropped a little bit when it just was kind of presented as is. Yeah, like nobody, like came out really to explain kind of like what maybe the theme was behind you doing it.
It
There was
needs no
it wasn't
introduction, Joe.
It wasn't. No, I'm talking about introduction. I'm talking about follow up. I'm talking about
It
like,
needs
oh wow,
no
we get that,
follow-up.
and then coming out and being like, hey, for those of you wondering, like, because it didn't have a follow up, I'm thinking the worst. I'm thinking, okay, they aren't going to add anything new. It's not called like Shadow of the Colossus, like some subtitle. Ooh, maybe
It's
it's
respecting the legacy.
that's fantastic, but respecting the legacy is not the biggest surprise. If
right.
something comes out and is respected, I bow. I thank you for respecting it, but it does not get me. It is not Metroid Prime 4 levels. It's not Dragon Ball FighterZ levels.
So DBZ.
I do wanna
DBZ.
give- there's
sounds
more-
like DBZ.
There's one more I want to make a case
Oh,
for.
Ben Moore, what do you got, buddy?
I want to make a case for Monster Hunter World. And
Yeah.
I think part of that argument is based on what Brandon Jones said, where he said, I've got excited about a Monster Hunter game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what's so surprising to me about Monster Hunter World is it's playing both sides pretty well. Where you saw that trailer and a lot of people came out and they said, hey, I don't have to play this on a handheld. This looks like a Monster Hunter that actually I could get into, that seems easier to understand, easier to latch onto. But there was also a ton of surprises in that trailer itself. I think the grappling hook is a big example of that. But then the devil was also in the details when they came out and said, this is not a spin-off. We're going in this bold new direction for Monster Hunter, and you can basically consider this Monster Hunter 5. And everything that you expect about a Monster Hunter game, including all of the weapons, are going to be in there. And so, to me, being able to straddle that line between understanding what Monster Hunter is, proving the case, like watching that gameplay demo, they proved the case that this is absolutely a Monster Hunter game, but it is also a big, bold, new, different direction.
I want to give a case for Beyond Good and Evil 2 as well.
Yeah.
Long dormant. Prior to E3, Michel Ancel said, I'm not going to bring it to E3. It's not the right time.
Right.
Like, just flat out, or outright just said, I'm not doing it. It's not. You're not going to see that game at E3.
Lied.
And then it's just completely different from anything you expected. And the only thing I would dock it for is I think, like, this weird beta that they have going on, showing the creature flying around the tower, like in like low quality version of that. I think that kind of like ruins the fun of the announcement a little bit.
And him saying that beforehand kind of ruins it for me. Like, that's kind of a cheap way to get a surprise.
Right.
Like, is that a surprise if someone's like, no, I'm not doing that? And it's like, I am!
It
Like,
is.
all
It's still
right.
surprising
Like,
me. Yeah,
it's a
it's
little-
still surprising me.
Or as
Yeah.
powerful of a surprise that, like, I had no idea.
Yeah.
We weren't even barely even talking about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey man, you gotta counter those leakers.
You gotta counter the
any way
leaks.
you can,
Sure.
Jones.
Yeah.
Any tactic you can use. I love
It's
it.
dirty. It's a dirty pool.
I'm cool with it because leakers are dirtier.
So we should knock some off because we have like a lot of valid.
Evil Within 2 and Wolfenstein, they got Colossus. We knew they
Yeah.
told us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year.
Yeah, I
so
don't
we-
feel like Evil Within 2 was that surprising to me.
It's something that we
agree
speculated
on
for a
that.
long time.
Yeah, we kind of have been expecting that to show up in some form.
Knack 2, love Knack 2, and Crew 2. You want to make a case, Blood?
I just think that those are both, those are surprising in that, we weren't expecting them to be games we were looking forward to, really. You know, it's like we joked about Knack 2, but it's like, oh, actually, we want to play this now. You know, let's like get together on the couch and do this. And same thing with Crew 2. It's something that I'm actually looking forward to next year. But yeah, it's neither one of them would be like my top pick.
And Mario plus Rabbids is not something that's come up in the conversation since we started deliberation on this category.
The leak ruined it.
I think we were all just
Yeah.
surprised how good it was.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's the quality. It's the
'Cause it's-
the inventive mechanics.
Yeah.
There's things in there that we really haven't seen from any of the XCOM games or anything like that.
When you
even
have-
though it's
yeah,
still
when-
that template.
When you have the dual impact of the announcement of Dragon Ball FighterZ and the quality of Dragon Ball FighterZ, something
Chat-
like Mario plus Rabbids, just surprising on the quality alone.
Chat really wants us to talk about Battlefront 2. I guess it was kind of surprising.
Battlefront 2?
Yeah, I see everybody's talking about Battlefront
Ah.
2. I guess it was kind of surprising that like they had a full like demo inside the press conference, but I wouldn't call that most surprising.
Yeah, he's done stuff like that before.
Yeah.
Way Out was surprising, but that's just it's a new IP.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we get to like
exciting
new
to see
IP. We'll talk
new
about it when we
IP,
get there.
but
That should be a nominee.
I mean, was I surprised that the people who made Brothers Tale of Two Sons came back with a game that heavily required cooperation? Like, I don't know, surprise is the word.
Sure.
Whereas, like, having me at the Xbox press conference without any connectivity to any of the allies, completely cut off. I am off the grid. Sitting by my lonesome, no friends around me whatsoever at the Microsoft press conference when Dragon Ball FighterZ is playing, and I'm like, check this game out! Wow, like,
really, Jones?
Yeah, just completely on my own, unprovoked, just like, whoa.
Good nudge.
At first,
privately, we were talking about how to get you into Dragon Ball. But also, we were talking about how do we get Jones into this.
but it's also, also deserves to be said.
already
I mean,
in.
these are all mentioned in the major
Saiyan
press
Saga.
conferences. The fact it was in the press conference, like, oh wow,
Yeah.
like. Even before I see gameplay of this, I should let me focus on this because there's got to be a reason that Spencer and crew are dropping this bomb at the Microsoft press conference.
So what's it down to? What are we down to?
Dragon Ball FighterZ,
Yeah.
Dual Metroids,
Oh,
Shadow of the Colossus, which I'm okay crossing off, Anthem, Monster Hunter World, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I just want to make a case for
I think
Age of
that's solid.
Empires. Coming back.
The what is?
Age of Empires.
Age of Empires.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm in a fight about.
Remastered.
Biggest surprise?
It was so surprising. Back me up on this, man. Age of Empires, dude.
But they've done a definitive edition for 2. I don't know.
It's been a while. This seems
Right, but is
with
it-
way more
Is this a
detail.
franchise you thought was gone
I think
away?
it's awesome, but I don't think it's surprising.
All right, moving on.
The only thing
I love it.
I'll fight for this
Slipping
in
it
other
in.
categories, but
Sure.
with Dragon Ball FighterZ, we learned before the show that Arc System Works was making a Dragon Ball fighting game.
yeah.
And
we
so,
Yeah.
yes, seeing it in motion was majestic, but
We already had screenshots.
we had screenshots.
Yeah.
Arc System Works was already attached to it.
What did we
I-
not have rumors about on here?
Shadow of the friggin' Colossus that came
No, it wasn't
out
rumors,
of
Brad.
nowhere.
It was a full blown.
Oh, they did a full-blown
press
thing.
Shadow of
Yeah,
the
press
Colossus.
announcement.
Shadow appeared
Weird. I don't remember any of that.
with
That's-
no
So are we
word,
only
not even a whisper.
are we only doing stuff we didn't know
No,
about?
there was definitely whispers.
No, it was
Strong
No,
whispers.
that's not
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea.
There's
Of the
strong
I mean, we knew
whispers.
about that Shadow too.
I didn't catch those.
And
I was
Monster Hunter in a
media
way.
blackout.
Yeah. There weren't whispers about the Metroid games.
That's
Nothing
true.
at all.
Nothing.
No.
It's tough.
Metroid
Man,
it
I
is.
Step away from
I
it.
just wish there was like one more thing for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, I know, man.
And don't get me wrong, it was
Title
very
not final.
surprising.
Should we vote?
But it's just out of all of the pre-talk on screen and off screen that we did before E3, there was never that like, man, I really hope Dragon Ball shows up as a great fighting game this E3. Like specifically, it's not something that none of us wanted.
Oh, no. Wait, Jones, there was...
But did someone specifically say,
yes.
before
Jones, the
E3
day-
2017 is
the day
over,
the press
I want to
release-
see a competent, animated, well Dragon Ball 2D fighting game? Specifically. I'm going to put that vote out specifically.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh my god.
Whereas we went into E3 2017 saying, please, Metroid Prime 4 happen. Specifically, wouldn't that be
Yeah.
rad if we got a Prime 4?
Yeah.
If we got a new Metroid, that would be great.
Yeah.
So that kind of fulfillment I don't see from Anthem, Monster Hunter, Shadow, or Dragon Ball. That kind of like this. All these other ones are like, whoa!
But that thing is like...
That came out of left field, which is great.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. Whereas to me, the Metroid,
Left
you
field
got,
is a surprise, man.
you got both. You got that reaffirmation. Yes, that thing. I got the.
There's no guarantees,
Got it.
though. Metroid showing up is still a surprise. There's never a guarantee. How long have we wanted a Metroid game? You
Right.
know?
Well, no, I'm in the Metroid camp. That's why I'm saying that
I feel like
the
it's been
Metroid
30
announcement.
years since we had a good Metroid.
Yeah. Decades. Decades.
A whole lifetime.
A whole
Give it to
Oh,
Metroid, I
lifetime.
guess.
the last
Anthem too. We're just brushing Anthem off.
Anthem's my pick, man.
Just new
I'm
BioWare
picking
game
Metroid.
looks amazing.
Should we just vote?
Flying under the water? Sure.
All right, I vote Anthem.
Well,
Damiani, what do you vote
we
for?
gotta.
Okay, who
Rest
votes?
Metroid.
Who votes Metroid games?
Metroid.
All right, who votes Anthem? Just Kyle.
That's
Who
it.
votes Monster Hunter World? Ooh,
Nothing more.
Yeah.
Who votes Shadow of the Colossus?
They announced that on a Sony press
They
conference
did.
stage
They did.
in America.
They did.
And then what's Bloodworth's vote?
crew?
Dragon Ball. I thought I
Oh,
was.
Dragon Ball. Okay,
Damn,
Damn, dude.
That's hilarious.
Split.
But I watched
It's a good
Dragon Ball
split.
at all.
No, it's Metroid.
a
Metroid
good
got
split.
3 votes. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the dual crazy Metroid announcements
Yeah.
that happen within minutes of each other.
Hell yeah. I'm cool with that.
When's the Easy Allies Award Best surprise of these 2017.
I really think
Yeah,
what
that's a big
seals the
surprise.
deal is the Metroid 2 remake after the Metroid
Yeah.
Prime 4.
And
If that
And I just want to put it out there.
wasn't there.
That gets my vote. That trailer was awful. And that Metroid 4.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've said that publicly.
It's a teaser.
It's a bad trailer.
That's a bad trailer.
It's a teaser announcement.
But it's a fantastic surprise. Something that I think I'm just holding dear, close to my heart, following up E3 this
All
year.
right. So now have
So there you
Brad
go.
present
Big
the next
surprise.
category.
There you go.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go grab some pizza.
Oh yeah, I want pizza too.
E3. Everyone's
Take
leaving.
us to it, Brad.
Okay, Brad, don't worry.
I'll wait.
Best press conference. E3 2017. Number 1. EA. Xbox. Bethesda. Devolver.
Devolver had an anti-conference. That wasn't a conference.
Counts. Still counts.
Okay.
PC Gaming Show. Ubisoft. Sony. And Nintendo.
You want to save some time, Kyle?
No, I think we can have a debate about this one.
Okay. Not about all of them.
Why are you Ubisoft?
I think we can narrow down heavily.
Sure.
Narrow it, Jones.
I think this is
that
Nintendo.
pen?
This is Nintendo versus Ubisoft, right?
And Microsoft, I think.
Microsoft is
strong showing.
sure, competitive.
Yeah, yeah.
sure.
I think Microsoft
Landing some solid blows
Yeah.
for sure.
I want to make a case for PC Gaming Show, and I want to make a case for Sony too.
Great. Make your case,
I
bro.
really think like the only one you
We got
can knock
pizza?
off immediately is EA.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Bethesda.
And Bethesda.
Oh, but
Sure.
that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
But you really think PC Gaming and Sony could win?
Well, and Devolver.
Yes.
PC could beat
They
out.
can't win. Just
You saw
cross
something
it.
during the PC gaming show that you liked better than Mario Odyssey.
Again, I think it's my improvement bias. I think PC Gaming
Yeah,
Show is
because
great
I
improvement
mean,
this
I
year.
remember
Yo, bites.
I didn't watch all of PC all the way through, but like I was asking people like, okay, well, what were the highlights? And it was like Age of Empires and Tunic were the highlights for people. Like,
Tunic.
Well,
Tunic.
what's so cool is they
I
let
need to see
those
Tunic.
they let
Tunic.
each game breathe.
What is it?
You know what I mean? They get let each game have a spotlight.
But then they had that whole
But
Intel
Ubisoft
part.
did
Yeah.
that too.
Going through
But although at the same
grass.
time, I'd say Ubisoft
Yeah.
let them breathe a little bit too much.
Sure.
Like they kind of like did trailer, then demo, then another trailer, along with the guys talking and kind of introducing themselves a little bit too much.
Mountain Blade 2, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sony, I want to give credit to for being a low talk press conference.
yes.
That did show a lot of new stuff.
But actually,
of
it
previously
changed my mind on the way I like press conferences. I love press conferences that are game, like a little bit of talking, game. I felt like that detracted from Sony this year.
Yep.
Because I think back to the Year of Dreams,
Yep.
and I think of them coming out
Yeah.
and feeling the room and getting hyped and like getting hyped through them. Like I like it. It's a fine line of like how much talking is enough.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sony had enough of that. It was just too many.
They didn't meet their own bar.
They had
I
weird
mean,
hanging
I think-
corpses.
Again, like Joseph Ferris talking about A Way Out, like that is the perfect
Yes.
place where you want somebody to come out and explain this game,
Passion.
but you want them to like actually talk about something relevant, not go on about just this weird hypothetical stuff. And to see that they really believe in that project.
All right, I'm crossing Sony off.
Okay.
Also, the Final Fantasy 15 VR fishing. How'd that go over? I was not
Did not go over well.
No, no.
Did not
We're
go
just
over
like,
well.
what?
Yeah.
just lumping all the VR games together, so it just automatically turns your brain off. You're like, all right, VR section.
Okay, we have
No.
Xbox.
Well, it took away from Moss, I think.
It did take away from Moss. We have Xbox,
I think-
PC, Ubisoft,
I think
Nintendo.
too, Huber, when you get the when you have the same sound at the beginning, I think Xbox kind of had this issue where it's just like only on Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's like
That was the
literally,
problem.
it's like the
That
sound,
was
it's like the
the problem.
repetition
You're
of the
right.
sound effect
You're
again
right.
and again and again. Like
He says the word exclusive every
yeah.
time.
Like,
The word exclusive.
Man, exclusive would have been a good bet this year. Dang it.
And the car.
Yeah.
Oh, in the car, just DQ.
That's so
Disqualified.
Oh, I like that.
hilarious to me that car is the DQ for people. But
Well, no,
DQ.
I'll tell you
Oh, that's
what
cool too.
the,
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you
like-
what the DQ is for me. I'll get back in cam. Sorry.
I'm
I'm
just-
I'd rather have a brand new car
I'm
get
teasing.
revealed than a Final Fantasy 15 VR.
Here's the legit DQ. Here's like the most blatantly dishonest part was the Forza demo, where it's like, well, we're gonna bring out 2 women right now to hold controllers
Oh,
and not
Oh
play
yeah.
our game.
Oh my God. Yeah.
That,
that was from the audience in the balcony back row. I was like, they're not playing that game.
Yeah, but they're professional racers who really race cars, and then they had to like dryly like read off the teleprompters and then pretend to like DQ.
All right.
All right,
Sure.
fine.
DQ. See you later.
I do think that them showing a lot of games was a strong case for them, but there's a kind of this weird balance of not that many of them that you really need an Xbox for. So like all of the launch exclusive things just kind of, it felt hollow. It's just like, it's like launching first on Xbox, but might be on PlayStation a week later, kind of thing.
Or a month, yeah, or 3 months.
But I mean, it could be any time. It could be the next day. Like there's no qualification for that exclusivity.
Yeah.
So it's weird because if you just taken that stupid thing off of the front of those trailers, it would have
just been a nice presentation.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I want to talk about lowlights. So we got Ubisoft and Nintendo left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Ubi starts with Just Dance. It's bad every year.
It didn't start with Just Dance.
It did not open with Just Dance.
It did not open with it. No, it was in the middle.
They had it
OCA,
jammed
yeah.
somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah.
An open tomorrow.
And there was the Death Stare.
Then that's
Ubisoft.
bad. You got it.
There was
EA. That was EA.
Yeah.
Ubisoft had a great opening, Jones. It was
Okay.
Mario and Rabbids.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Plus
Yes.
Rabbids was their opening.
Oh yeah, and Miyamoto ran out.
Yeah. That was a great opening.
What were some of the potential lows from Ubisoft?
The low. I mean, Just Dance was a low.
The Crew 2 was a low light.
What?
King of Motorsports.
King of
No,
Motorsports.
the impressions for the Crew 2 have been amazing, but I actually thought the presentation itself during the press conference was...
I thought it was
Whatever.
a cool trailer. I mean, it went a little bit long. I would say that with a lot of their trailers went a little bit
But
long.
you're right, Ubisoft doesn't have any, like, just this sucks. That
Yeah,
didn't
like,
happen too often in Ubisoft.
I thought the intro thing they did for Far Cry with them doing Amazing Grace was just, that was an eye roll for me.
Oh, the slow movement through the church, Jones, as the guy's, like, singing.
Right.
That was his monologue this year. Yeah, I hear you there.
Oh,
But,
ending with Skull and Bones, I think, was maybe a little bit of a low light.
yeah.
The-
Well, and with Beyond Good and Evil
the other
2.
thing, and this
Or,
is,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
and
But it
this
did
is
have a lot of
this is a hindsight thing. I feel like that Far Cry 5 trailer might have been dishonest. Like,
Ooh, now.
Because the way they said it, when I played it at least, maybe the final game's different. When I played that game, like, the demo is like, pick a co-op partner.
Yeah.
Pick the dog,
Metal
or
Gear Solid
pick the
5,
sniper,
yeah.
or pick the pilot. And the way that trailer was cut, it made you look like you had all of them at the same time. And so I don't know if the demo was misleading or the trailer was misleading, but there's some confusion going on there.
Blood wants a DQ. Do you want a DQ?
I mean, I don't know. I'm just
No.
saying we're talking about lowlights.
Okay, all right.
That
As
was
in,
a lowlight.
when I played, I picked the female sniper, and then there was a mission that sent me directly to the chopper guy, and then
Okay.
I was messing around with him.
All right.
So
The other lowlight chat appropriately brings up was the first gameplay we saw of Assassin's Creed in that press conference was off cam. It was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we went
that was
behind the
bad.
scenes
It was
and
out in the
just-
sunlight. It was
yeah,
super
yeah.
dark.
And it was just like leaning down and looking onto a monitor. Yeah.
Wow.
most damaging leak for.
We'll get there.
No,
Well,
in
no.
terms.
We'll get
in terms
there.
No, we're doing press conference though. The Ubisoft versus Nintendo.
Uh-huh.
Ubisoft had a more damaging leak than Nintendo did.
Yeah, but Ubisoft had 3 new intellectual properties. Nintendo had 0.
So yeah, Transference was also at Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yep, Starlink
Yeah.
and Skull and Bones, which I realize is not hugely hyped, but it is a brand new game.
So what other than Metroid at Nintendo was not just an update on something we knew was going to be there?
Oh, Yoshi and Kirby.
Yoshi and Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then.
But again, they're just called Yoshi and Kirby because
Right.
like we got Yoshi, we got Kirby.
Oh yeah.
You know I
they
feel
got
about
the
that
names.
Yoshi game.
Those
Yeah.
are the names of the games. Yeah.
Poor Yoshi.
Not that it's not great. Not that I
Yeah.
won't play the heck out of it when it comes out.
It's bad.
But again, talking about something that'll really elevate a press conference
Yeah.
with
The
like
biggest
what
thing
I know
for
about the
me-
game after the fact.
The biggest thing, the swang of
And
the
Transference,
votes
we talk about that? Go
is
ahead.
emotion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ubisoft made me feel things when they talked about A Way Out, when they talked about Beyond Good and Evil 2, the tears in his eyes. Unbelievable. That is what I love about E3.
And what you can't get from Nintendo because pre-recorded.
Yep.
You compare that to Reggie on the Virtual Beach.
Here,
Oh,
yeah,
God,
this is
yeah.
a good
Ugh.
point. Ubisoft had a better Nintendo moment than Nintendo had in the whole conference, with Miyamoto coming out and them like having that.
Well, like you go back and you watch that Nintendo now, and Reggie's updating you on things that have happened.
Oh, yeah.
He's giving you the 411 on things that are like we're gone. We're
And
weeks
he
out
just
from
like
that.
walks
now.
out in this living room and is just like, the play is power.
Yeah.
The wonder is game. And it's like, what are you doing?
I know we said it in the post-show reaction, but
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that it was only 25 minutes long, and I can think of so many lowlights.
And we could.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If
So
you're an
like
editor, just
maintaining
no,
interest
let's
for
take
that
out,
long.
let's take that
Wasn't
out.
it way out at EA? Someone was
Yeah,
saying-
yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
God, keep mixing those.
Yeah.
Okay,
Huber's
that's
out
a
of his mind, but it's
Oh,
fine.
okay, okay.
When it comes to the scoring, we're not going to listen to any of the.
Yeah,
It's
no,
really
it
hard
is.
for me.
Let's give it to Ubisoft.
Let's out.
I think it's Ubisoft, easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the more we
Sure.
talk about this, the more obvious that becomes.
All right.
Yeah. Give it up.
The winner,
Yeah,
best
you-
press conference, Easy Ally Awards is Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yay.
Congratulations, Ubisoft. Way to beat
It's
Sony.
just funny to me because it's
Do it.
there's none of them that in my mind are like a clear winner. Like I've got little.
Lots of Devolver love in the chat, of course.
Yeah.
I looked at the chat's like, make a statement.
Oh,
Put
like
yourselves
Devolver?
out there, man.
Yeah, Devolver, best satire, super funny, easily the best of the. Like, okay. They had fun. It was a fun thing to do, but it wasn't the best press conference.
I like Devolver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah, I would like to see their games in their press conference next time.
I love it.
They make some brutal games.
Our next.
I mean, I
Was that a reference to something? All right.
Right.
Our best award is for best original game, and this means best original series, best original IP. Short list. We have Skull and Bones.
Go ahead and strike that.
Yeah, skip.
Okay, all right.
Jeez.
Ouch.
Did anybody get hands on with that game?
Yes,
Okay.
I reserve judgment still, but it's super complicated and hard to get into.
Okay.
Hard.
That's cool.
Okay.
I
Hardcore.
played 2 full matches,
Hardcore.
and I was struggling.
Okay.
A Way Out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
just
is.
put a little asterisk by that.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Let's put a little star next to that. Starlink.
No.
Oh,
But
I love Starlink.
That actually looks really cool.
Great
Yeah,
novelty.
Fun.
hey,
Did anyone play it?
Yeah.
game has heart.
Yeah.
Did you get to play it, Brandon?
Yeah, baby. No Man's Sky. You're on the surface of the planet. You fly out. Go right into space, baby.
Yes.
Go over to the planet. Go down land. Oh yeah.
But do you do stuff in it?
Yeah, you do stuff.
Like,
What?
I don't
do you
understand this
do?
game. Like, what do you do in this game?
You play with your
fire
toy,
ships.
man.
Yeah.
You
fly-
play.
you
You play
fly
with
on
the
ships,
toy?
man.
Yes.
You change weapons.
That's it?
You go on missions. Yeah, you just fly around, blow stuff up.
Transference.
No.
Huber, what is this
Huber played
game
it.
like again? Give us some impressions.
It's like a VR messing with your mind.
The Cell in VR.
It's freaky. It's got a good like. It's a ways out, but from what I played, it really impressed me and it made me want more. Like this is a game I'm anticipating now.
In chat, I see the last night, and I see Playlink. We couldn't play either of those games, and again, these are games that were playable. Though this next one is not Anthem. Though I guess I had a demo.
Yep.
Is that what I
Yeah,
was
this
thinking?
category
Okay.
wasn't specifically playable.
Got it.
Then we can put those other ones on.
Yeah. Do you want them on?
Playlink, I didn't get enough clarity on what that is. I mean, isn't Playlink like encompassing more than one
Chat.
game?
I tried to play Playlink. Yeah, it is more than one. It was for some reason Sony of Europe only. They had it in the Sony of Europe press booth, and I walked over there and I said, "Can I play?" And they said, "No, go to the Sony of America booth, bud." And so I went over there,
Wow.
and I'm like, "Where's Playlink?" And they said, "Not here, buddy." I mean, obviously the language was not at all like that. Everyone was super polite, but it was weird. I wanted to play those games.
Like from the one desk, you look back at the previous desk and they're laughing.
Yeah,
snickering.
exactly.
We sent him over there.
Vampire, I saw that's been around for a little while.
Yeah, that's not new.
And the thing is, like, we'll stream those games. Playlink games will be super fun to stream, but, we weren't able to demo those. Moss is I put on there because I like
Nice.
Moss. Yeah, I really like that game.
I like Moss too.
Yeah.
Moss.
But it looks like our easy front runner is A Way Out for best original
yeah,
game.
A way out.
I think so. I mean, Anthem, I can see there being an argument for, but A Way Out seemed to be the one that really struck a chord.
There's something incredibly exciting to me about a developer getting out there and saying, "Listen, you can play this online, but right now with our new IP, we are begging you to play with one of your best friends on the couch."
He
for
actually
this
walked
whole
up to
thing."
me and he was like, "Hey, check out he had his T-shirt, A Way Out T-shirt,
Cool.
and he was like, "Hey, make sure you play our game and play it on a couch. Don't play it online."
Dude,
Sales pitch.
don't
Sick.
play it
Creators'
online.
intent
I
has
love it.
never been
Don't
so
play it
real.
online. That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
I mean, communicated so well in the amount of time,
Yeah.
in
Yes.
what was available playable and what was shown at the stage. I think still creates an amount of mystery. Like one thing that obviously I'm very extremely curious about Anthem, but like at one moment that I got really nervous when I saw the trailer for Way Out was I was like, all right, we're in prison. Man, I can imagine so many, you're making alliances with so many different people and setting all this stuff up. I think it's like 30 seconds in the trailer, you're out of prison. And I was like, no! I was so upset when the first frame I saw was like, we're in the forest now. I was like, why are you spoiling this moment? And it's like, oh, that's why, because there's clearly so much more going on here. There's just so much more to this game, to getting into both of these characters. It's just, it just feels good. And it just feels good in a different way than Anthem feels to me. Because Anthem's like, yeah, okay, this is a real thing. Wow, technically I'm super impressed by this. I would love to experiment with this game. But I just want to know more about Way Out. I just want to, if you're shaking your head, Ben Moore, in the affirmative. If you had Anthem and Way Out in front of you right now, what would you play first?
I would play Way Out easily.
Wow.
Easily.
Would anyone in this room play Anthem first?
If I had a buddy with me, I would play a Way Out first. But if not, then I'd play Anthem.
Right, you have a buddy.
That's what I was assuming.
You have a buddy next to you on the couch with another cop. Oh, look! Oh, we're on the
Some of
couch.
these guys, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, let's play it.
Like Jones, I might never play Anthem, man. That looks like it looks too big and intimidating for real. Oh, and just to be clear to everyone, because I see other things like Ooblets and
Sure.
Sea of Thieves. These games has to have been announced at E3. I think that's the clear distinction. So while those are new IPs, they have been previously announced leading into E3. We're talking about games that didn't exist until E3.
I think obviously there's a lot of talk about scripting too in the Anthem, which is hard, hard to impossible to really determine. But like it definitely looked like in a lot of those scenarios we saw, even though it was done in one giant take. Obviously, we're watching the best parts of it. Like I don't think like that. Big monster on the cliff just happened to be there. Like obviously all that stuff was like set up in a way that they wanted to show the best in the shortest amount of time. Whereas like when I'm watching a guy push a cart through a prison and another dude is like in a box looking through like a tiny slit in the side, and I'm like, this is sweet. It's like that's a really cool announcement. Like that can even be on the same tier as like shooting 8 rockets over Iron Man launchers that pop up in your shoulders. It's pretty rad. I would give it to anyone voting for Anthem. It sounds like Way Out.
Oh, I would vote for Moss, but I think Way Out it wins big time. So, the award for Best Original Game of E3 2017 goes to A Way Out.
Feels good.
Yay!
And definitely seen some love from chat for the game. So thank you for that support.
Our next category is Best Demonstration. Spider-Man.
Oh, to be clear, these are the hands-off. These are the games that we could see played, but we can play ourselves.
Spider-Man. Monster Hunter World. Anthem. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Oof, what a list.
And Days Gone.
This is tough.
This is tough.
Spider-Man.
Good.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Best demo. Best
I
demonstration.
think you can take Days Gone off because I saw Spider-Man and Days Gone back to back. I saw Spider-Man and then Days Gone. And woof, you go from Spider-Man into Days Gone. And like, Days Gone looks great. I can't wait to play it. But it was just not Spider-Man. It just was not. It was not that smooth. It was not that epic. It was not that. What I felt was just such a great. It's like I went out in the cafeteria and I came back with a whole plate. I got mashed potatoes. I got green beans. I got steak. I
don't know. I mean,
I got a whole plate of stuff here.
It's frustrating because I didn't see
pretty
the
close to
Spider-Man
them.
gameplay demonstration.
Same. Basically the same.
What's that?
Basically the same as the trailer.
As E3.
Oh,
wait, you didn't see it at
press con
E3?
thing?
I didn't see it
During
at
the
E3.
conference?
Oh,
During the press conference?
I saw it during the press conference.
Okay, it was basically the same, except they did like a little different.
They
instead
added
of
one fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the one
And
in
he,
the
like,
conference
flew
counts
out.
too. I mean, it was basically 2 demos.
Nearly identical.
Also worth mentioning, the demo behind closed doors of Days Gone was intentionally set at a different time of day, different weather, different route. So they really wanted to emphasize just in this one mission there are different things that you can do. So even seeing Spider-Man 2 or seeing Spider-Man that demo that I saw behind closed doors being very similar to the demo I saw in the press conference, I was still so blown away.
I'm pretty blown away by Spider-Man.
So that gets my vote. But I mean, Uncharted, I didn't get to see behind closed doors. What
Man,
kind of demo was that?
didn't you think
Uncharted.
the gameplay demonstration that we saw together at Monster Hunter World was amazing?
Yes,
'Cause
that
I
too.
remember how excited you were.
Insane. This is the hardest category for me. Because
It's a hell of a list. There's nothing bad on that list, for sure.
I would never do this, but I might have to cross out Uncharted.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
Because-
there are some new things in there for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
and
these are full games it's going up against, you know. This is
Well,
a
I mean,
standalone.
it seems to be a full game. I mean, it's a
Of
shorter
course.
game.
Of
But,
course.
But yeah, I do feel like
hurts.
Uncharted, in some ways, it shows what you expect, and I think that's intentional. I think it shows stuff that you can compare, so that like, oh, you can tell that they've improved the graphics. You
Yeah.
can tell that they've added this or that. But in many ways, it's it's not as exciting or as unexpected as Spider-Man or as Days Gone.
It's probably going to be better than Uncharted 4, but
Yeah, it could be.
but
Damiani has joined
Yeah.
the couch. He's got a thought.
Do you have any thoughts on that Xenoblade?
I'll defend Xenoblade
Wait, can we-
Chronicles
can
2,
we just-
but I have one to add.
oh,
Because it was only playable by 3 outlets, which, by the way, is BS.
Whoa.
That is
Metroid Samus Returns.
Yeah.
Oh.
Treehouse
That
demonstration.
was really good. Yeah.
I do not count that Kotaku, IGN, and Game Informer got to go play it. No one else did.
Damn.
In a private little
Wait,
room.
say the 3 again?
It was IGN, Kotaku, Game Informer. The only sites I saw
Dang,
impressions from.
Wow.
Suck again.
Got to go into a little private room, as Kotaku put it, into a little VIP booth
jeez.
with the creators of the game there.
No way.
Yeah, it was Sakamoto standing
Yeah, I
over
mean, it was
them.
clearly playable in a way because they played it on the Treehouse.
Those guys are
Yeah.
some steak fries, though. Like,
Um,
what do you have to do to get that meat?
I think the only way is to just eliminate one by one. So I think the lowest on the totem pole here is Anthem now.
Well, I don't mean we have to eliminate
Yeah,
one by
I
one.
think Anthem was I hear chat. I think the fake chatter actually really
The
hurt.
fake chatter hurt
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
Wait for Kim. Needs the XP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fake chatter.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Yeah. Let's wait for Kim.
Just be people demoing a game. What's
you-
so wrong with that?
Oh,
Why
no.
isn't that exciting?
Oh, nice.
Why isn't it exciting?
Lawbreaker
You get new
dropped.
developers at an E3 press conference showing off video game. That's not exciting. You're showing it off for the first time. Imagine that. Imagine how meta that would be. Imagine they recorded it like the night before, and they were like talking about how nervous they were about like showing it the next day. Like, are people gonna like this? I don't know. I think this part's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
good replay, dude. Good replay. Good shot. You hit it. Yeah.
People
I
like
mean,
that
so
more,
much
Joe.
more into that.
People
Yeah.
liked it.
That
I'm
would've
like,
been cool.
oh wait, our friend is showing up. No, we're actually playing. It's like, does anybody believe? Does anybody? I mean, none of us believe it, but does anybody feel it? Is anybody actually like, oh yeah, I've been there, right? When you're playing a video game and your other friend's just not ready yet,
Yep.
that's the worst.
We got 2 bogeys coming up. Got him. It's like, no!
Bogey on your 6.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
This is
He's
a
down.
good chance for me to use my mortar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my mortar now.
All right.
Whoa!
So we've.
I just got this mortar at last
I wonder
weekend.
what weapon I'm gonna pull out of this
Okay.
loot box.
Is that
Anthem is
legendary
crossed.
mortar?
All right, it's crossed.
Whoa.
Moving on from Anthem, it's gone. As
It's weird
is
that we're doing
Uncharted.
these anti.
As is Days Gone. We've got Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Metroid Samus Returns.
Yeah.
Are we? I
all
didn't get to
good.
play.
All good.
The only thing I'm worried about Spider-Man was a lot of QTs. That was the one thing that kind of
Yeah.
made me nervous.
Still looks
Little
fun.
bit.
It still looks really fun.
I want to tag.
We gotta dig deep here though, because you all look
I want to
awesome
put another
games.
frosting on top of Damiani's Metroid pick. Because what they showed was just playing in that game, and they turned some disbelievers out of the people who said Mercury Steam, and they just showed it. They showed the game as it is, and I think that's always so strong. It's good. That was a good demonstration.
I don't know. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is pretty life affirming. Like, it was just 40 minutes of them going, yep, this is exactly what you want it to be. Here's the combat, here's why I have to step up, here's all the different systems, here's this huge world. It was very impressive.
Just to show you everything.
And maybe
Show
my
me.
vote is leaning towards Monster Hunter because
Monster Hunter.
because like Ben was saying earlier, it made a non-fan eager to play. Spider-Man demoed well. It was so polished and so great, but I couldn't help but compare it to Arkham Spider-Man. I know that's kind of a reductive way to say it,
Yeah.
but
I get it. I get your.
No,
I get it.
I really wish everybody could have seen this gameplay demonstration because it was one of the
It's
it was
actually live now. People can see it now.
the Monster Hunter gameplay demonstration.
They streamed it.
it's
Okay.
insane.
Yeah.
You should go. You should go watch it because how
It's crazy.
packed it was. Like everything he was doing was insane. Like watching the
Yeah.
monsters fight each other, watching the destructible environments reveal new opportunities so you could fight the monster. Like it was just so densely packed with stuff, and all of it looked really, really good. Tracking down the monster, scraping out its mucus off the tree to hunt it down, all the traps that he laid. It was really cool.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean the one thing. So the Xenoblade stream was was good. The one thing I would wish to have seen more is just to really get a better connection to those characters.
Yeah.
They explained the blade system, and it was still like really weird to me because it's like, okay, so they're not actually the weapon, but they like give you energy towards the weapon that you're using, but they are. It's this like it's a strange thing. I do like that. Like they brought back the idea of Titans and that the Titans move around and stuff like that. I'm very curious as to how that's going to play out.
Are we keeping Metroid Samus Returns even though we didn't get to play?
No, that's the idea.
That's
Is
the
these are
whole
all
thing.
things
Okay.
we wanna play.
Or, I mean, even though other outlets did get to play. Is that a
Because
DQ?
it was just 3.
Is that a DQ that they got to play, or?
I'll vote for Monster Hunter.
I would also
Grappling
argue
hook.
that like it's kind of
Grappling
safe
hook.
to take that
Yeah,
approach
okay.
with that game because like if you were to show just 3 minutes of that game, I don't think it would. I don't think it would sell it. Like I think that is the only way to really like get people
Which
bought into
game?
that. Metroid.
Yeah.
In some ways, I thought they might have showed
But, like
a
it
little
was
too
cool
much.
that they showed it, but that's to me that's kind of where it ends. Just for me personally, that was cool that they did show enough of that.
Nino
game.
Kuni was playable.
Yeah, to reiterate, best demonstration
We played
is
it.
non-playable game.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody was demoed in front of us.
Wolfenstein we played, Nino Kuni we played.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The one thing, Ben, that I will give you credit for that I do love from an E3 demo that State of Decay 2 had was I don't know what's going to happen in this demo. This thing I'm about to fight might kick my ass, whereas I did not get that vibe from Spider-Man that he's like, oh no, here's this helicopter segment, fingers crossed.
That is also in the point of Monster Hunter World. They did something slightly different every time they demoed that game.
Tough not being there though.
And they showed
was there.
single player, they showed co-op.
Right.
There was another booth debuting Monster Hunter. There was 4-player
Oh yeah.
as opposed to 1. That's pretty crazy.
I'm switching my vote back to Spider-Man.
Whereas the thing with
Switching it back to Spider-Man.
Why?
Whereas the thing with Spider-Man, they showed the same thing in the E3 trailer as they did on the show floor. Basically,
What they showed is unprecedented.
it's pretty insane.
They
It's
showed
insane.
A better looking game that has ever existed.
But
Okay.
but at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't know where this is
Okay,
coming
What
from.
are you
Yeah.
talking about?
but
There's
best.
never been a better looking game than Spider-Man.
I'm not. But at the same time, I'm not arguing. I don't know if we're arguing what looks the best or
It's a
what's
factor.
gonna be better.
It's a
It's
factor.
it's how it was
Dragon Ball
demonstrated.
Society.
Yeah.
Right.
And Spider-Man.
I mean, if it was what was going on in that E3 trailer, there was so much more going on in Monster Hunter.
Like insane amounts, and they showed so much variety. They
Yes.
showed a different thing every time. They showed
They
4-player
showed you
co-op.
so many different aspects of that game.
Whereas
Yeah.
in Spider-Man, they're holding back.
That's
Yeah,
not
they're holding
showing,
back.
They're not showing
It's
open
like,
world.
here's one really good
Yeah.
scene in
They're not
Spider-Man, and
showing
it looks
parts.
great.
I feel like the things
but
that excite me the most about Spider-Man are the things that they were just telling me about, not the things that were in the demo.
Like I want to see that Peter Parker gameplay.
Yeah.
You're right.
See that?
So almost like to a fault actually, because it's like now what does Monster Hunter World have the next time they show it off? Whereas like Spider-Man's pacing themselves for the
Different
marathon.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
you
but-
nailed it. It's the different beast.
Yeah.
Right.
And how much that changes the entire game. Like, what can
Yeah.
this beast do in this environment versus what you
But I'm saying that as a positive, actually. That you want to honor them at this E3 because they
Right.
chose to take the opportunity of the E3 to just show more. Where Spider-Man's like, well, PSX is coming up, so we don't want to reveal too many villains. We don't want to,
So
really get into that city.
So
All
it
the
is.
questions we asked.
It
about
is
open world,
versus.
like,
It is Spider-Man versus Monster Hunter. We can cross Metroid and Xenoblade.
I would like to cross up Metroid, yeah.
Okay, and Xenoblade too. All right, I think
Thank
it's
you for
time.
mentioning it.
Unless anyone has last comments, I think it's time for a vote.
All right.
Any last comments?
I'm out.
I feel like Monster Hunter World had more to prove. I feel like Spider-Man is an easier play. I think with Monster Hunter, you've got fans of the series that expect something, and this is going in a different direction, and then you have a bunch of people who wrote Monster Hunter off, and I think it had more to prove, and it did it very, very, very admirably. Than
Disagree. I disagree so hard, man. You think the expectations of a Monster Hunter game are higher than the expectations
No,
of
I think
a Spider-Man game?
not a Monster Hunter game. I'm
Yeah.
saying this Monster Hunter game specifically. When you're saying we're making a
Yeah.
westernized version of Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
you have a lot to prove. This is not just Monster Hunter Double Cross. This is a lot. This is not
This is
just
like a
any
restart.
other.
This
right.
is like it feels like a restart.
Right.
For a long-running franchise that has a fervor fan
Yes.
base.
We're
And
taking
this is a Spider-Man game called Spider-Man.
from Insomniac Games
Yes.
that
Like, it's not just because they're excellent doesn't mean it was easy.
No, I'm not
Totally.
saying it was easy. I'm not
Totally.
saying it was
That's
easy.
that's how
I'm
I
just
feel
saying-
with
That's the
Uncharted.
craziest thing. Like,
His Uncharted is always like, oh, it's a 10. Like moving
meeting
on.
expectations for a Spider-Man game is impossible.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Oh, Spider-Man is
that,
so
that
excited.
why I would fight against that is
Yeah.
because this was teased at what was it PSX?
No, it was last year's
Last
E3.
year's
Last year's
yeah.
E3.
Yeah.
Like here's why to me it seems harder is because when we saw that teaser we were like no they've got it, they've got the vibe, they're clearly going in the right direction, like that
Yeah.
teaser gave us all the right vibes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why to me I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not trying to downplay their achievement,
Yeah.
but there was already precedent that they were on the right track, whereas this is saying hey, we're not following this template that we've been following since 2004, and we're gonna please both segments. Out of nowhere.
Spider-Man's out of nowhere.
We knew it existed.
What is it a sequel to? What is Spider-Man a sequel to?
The Marvel Cinematic. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not saying it's a sequel to anything. That's not what we're arguing.
So they just
Spider-Man 2.
But they had to create everything. They had to create a Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And so for you
they
to
did
say
a
like
job.
they changed things with this game, they like implemented new mechanics. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man is, we want you to be that superhero. How do we do it
Yeah.
in a video game?
But it's also how do we show it?
Yeah.
And that's that. I
And there
think
was
that's-
a
I think
best
that's the main.
Absolutely,
I think that's the
yeah.
main. The value that Ben's stance has is
Yeah.
that it's not just literally the quality of the games themselves or like
Yeah.
how hard it was to do it, but like
And-
Yeah.
what did they show? How did they go about doing it? Did they this live stream that you're talking about that I missed? Was that posted after E3?
Oh.
Was that posted during E3? Was
And-
that streamed during E3?
What was?
Because that is kind of a bummer. The Monster Hunter, this Monster Hunter World live stream that we can
Oh,
watch.
it wasn't streamed till like I think yesterday or today.
Yeah, kind
Well,
of.
Ben and I did
But it
go
was
into booths
what they
and
saw.
see it. You know,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
on the
Right.
floor.
But also, I think their demonstration during the Sony press conference was super good. I wouldn't even call it a trailer necessarily because it was just this congruous,
Yeah.
in order
Honestly-
demonstration of the game.
Kyle, I know this is an easy target, but
Yeah.
I think it does work in the favor of Monster Hunter, is the QTEs of Spider-Man. Because you're talking about how hard it is to be a superhero and make you feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
I think those QTEs to me, like when you're hunting the beast in Monster Hunter, where you have to put in all that work to track it down, to actually slay it, to get on top of it, to do all of that stuff, you the player are doing all those things. That's not a scene where you there are no QTEs there.
Right. But to me, is that gaming preference or is that better demo? You know, it's like, is Spider-Man getting the hit because you don't like QTEs, or
Well,
is
I
Spider-Man
think-
getting the hit because Spider-Man didn't show off its QTEs as well as Monster Hunter didn't show off its Monster Hunter? You know what I mean? Just the existence of QTEs,
Yeah.
I feel, is rough for Spider-Man to get hit. If we're talking about
I
best in
bet-
show
no,
and we're able to
though.
play Spider-Man, then yeah, that should come up in
I
conversation.
have absolutely no qualms with QTEs whatsoever, but I do think it was a hot take during this demonstration. This demonstration of the game, they got a lot of flack. A lot of flack on those QTs. You know, this is a
Yeah.
Spider-Man game about freedom, about movement.
And honestly,
about
I think-
about being able to, whip items around, and this freedom was the vibe I was getting. And then, they were all backloaded. It was like, all right, cue into this like movie style segment of QTEs. I have no problem with QTEs, but I do think it had an impact on the way the demo was presented.
And I don't think it would have been as noticeable if. But there were several moments. It wasn't just at the end when you were catching
There's
the
a lot.
helicopter. It was a lot before that as well. And you're right. When you're talking about Spider-Man, you're talking about that freedom of movement. I do think it does take a hit during the demonstration, the first time that you're showing it off.
Yeah.
It all comes down to a vote, folks.
Okay.
I think it's time for a vote.
I'm ready for the vote.
For Spider-Man. For Monster Hunter
I'm going
World.
Spider-Man.
Wow.
So 4-3.
Boom.
Which one?
Boom. Monster Hunter World.
Wow.
Monster
There it
Hunter
is.
won. I
Surprise.
didn't expect it to be that
Big
close.
surprise.
That was fun.
Close.
That was
a good
fun.
one.
Yeah.
Just let Don choose.
That's why we do it. Just let Don.
But I love that.
choose.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ben.
That's the stuff I was hoping for. I was really hoping we would not be consensus.
So
on
this
everything.
is our
Oh yeah.
community
Wait,
pick.
is there another one that's
This
see
is
the
a fun
couch.
one.
Yes.
I thought that was supposed to be next
Are we doing
year.
this one dead last?
Oh, I put that one in. I think it's a good to do one right now. It just
Okay.
as like
Oh,
a,
okay.
a mood changer.
Chill.
Yeah.
Step on
We got it. Yeah, we can move
Yeah.
up.
Brad changed his vote last second. It was 4-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Research correction.
All right, we've got most damaging leak. Mario plus Rabbids marketing slides. Every Sony announcement via trademark applications. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's entire roster.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed Origins all year long.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley tweets Scorpio price. The Evil Within 2 revealed via Reddit ad.
I think we can immediately cross out Keeley. The price of Scorpio, come on.
Not a huge hit.
I feel
It
like
also came very close
I
to
feel
the
like he
thing.
helped.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it helped.
It helped. Yeah, it helped to ease the blow
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
we were
think so.
ready for 500.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Cross
yeah.
it.
and I think a lot of people just didn't even believe Keeley. Like it's like, yeah, what, like we'll see when we see.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I don't know how you don't believe Keeley.
I am.
That's
Don't.
that's balls right there.
I am
this guy?
1 million.
Who's he talking to?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm 1,000,000% on Assassin's Creed. By
Sure.
far.
Yeah. I mean that. Yeah.
This is a
Most
franchise.
damaging.
Absolutely. Hear me out.
Okay.
It's been. They took a year off. They were coming back. They were going to rebuild this franchise. When all these leaks happened, it took away from that impact. When we heard that it was Origins, when we heard that it was Egyptian times, when we saw that game, it became the standard Assassin's Creed narrative of business as usual Assassin's Creed, rather than the excitement of a really cool time period of going back to the beginning. It became less about like, whoa, it's back, we're going Egypt, it's Origins. It became just like, oh, here's another Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I think it hurt it big time.
I really agree with everything you said about Assassin's Creed, but I also think Marvel vs. Capcom, the roster leak, did hurt it, because here's what it did: is it sucked out the hope. Because you saw those character models, you saw those trailers, and now that the roster is leaked, you can't go, well, maybe they're saving like the exciting stuff. Maybe they're saving the crazy characters. Maybe we haven't seen the new stuff. And
Sorry.
everything that you saw, just reaffirming that roster,
Can I
all
say
the hope
something
is
real quick?
gone.
Kicking
I
someone when they're
didn't,
down.
I didn't see.
Kicking
I
someone
didn't
when they're
see
down.
the roster really. But what's the big deal about this roster?
It's very movie centric.
Movies.
It's very movie centric. It's very MVC3 centric, and it's pretty small.
They kick out
Okay.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
No Doctor Doom.
No Wolverine.
No Magneto.
Well,
right?
I don't. I expect no.
Wolverine,
I expect no
because
X-Men.
those are Fox.
Yeah, I expect that.
And so they let their politics get involved with Marvel. It's not right.
It ain't right.
And just like Rocket Raccoon is now movie version. And so it's basically we're just selling our movie characters.
I see.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah, because that's the thing. You want something like that to like pull from the fringes. You want it to get as wild and crazy as possible.
I
And
see.
to clarify for chat, I saw some people asking, this category was specifically picked by the Easy Allies community.
Yeah.
It's called Infinite, and it doesn't have characters from previous games.
It's weird because
Stones,
that league might
Infinity
be
Stones.
end up being completely wrong, and it still felt like it hurt it.
I still think Assassin's Creed had so much
And Sony,
writing.
Sony's pretty rough too. Mario Rabbids helped it. I think you crossed that off too. I mean, that was
Yeah, I think Mario and Rabbids.
that just teed that baby up for the
What I-
perfect announcement.
What I will say about MVCI is I feel like there are other things that are more damaging to it, whereas I feel like Origins, when you said Assassin's Creed Origins and then wrote all year long,
All year
Because it's also the
long.
origin story. It's not just Egypt. It's
Yes,
the origin
it's
story.
huge. And
Yeah.
again,
And they definitely emphasize that in the trailer, where
Yeah.
it's like these are the first to attack, and like
that would have been
no one
so
cared. Nobody.
cool.
Like
Yeah.
no, like
you're
that
right.
just
Yeah.
had no impact.
And again, it's so much of Assassin's Creed is the time period and where it is. Like if we found out that it was Egypt on the spot, there would have been hype in this room. Would have been like Egypt,
I hear you, dude.
pyramids,
Yeah.
like mummies, Anubises, like cool.
Anubises.
You know,
They wouldn't have. They
So-
wouldn't. I would venture to say it wouldn't have been at the Xbox press conference.
Oh, I think it still would have.
You think
They had
that
that mark-
reveal?
'cause they had
Ubisoft
that
would have
mark
let that reveal to Xbox.
Because they're going to be advertising it in the
Yeah.
fall.
And again, like a big thing is that they took a year off. Like imagine if we didn't hear a whisper about this game.
Right. Did we hear
Since-
about the combat changing and stuff too? Was that part of the leaks?
Ooh, yes, the whole Game Informer thing leaked prior to E3. The entire
Oh, you're right, yeah,
Game
yeah.
Informer, combat, and everything was spilled. The entire thing.
And I mean, it was so bad that like what the conference started, and we started seeing that Forza footage. People were like, "Oh, that's Assassin's Creed."
Yeah.
We're like, we're already trying.
All right,
Here's the biggest-
hypothetical, Huber. Hypothetical.
Yeah,
Okay? Here's a
yeah.
sacrifice you got to make.
Okay.
Okay, all of the
got
Ubisoft franchises across the board: Rabbids, Far Cry,
Splinter Cell, everything, are all going to take a 10 to 15% hit in quality over the next 3 years. But nothing gets leaked.
What?
Jones,
I
what?
know.
Jones, this is insane.
this is insane.
All the games are, it's just not as good.
I
I'm happy Splinter Cell's back.
I will deal with the
but it doesn't get
leaks.
leaked.
I'll deal with
devilish.
leaks. I'll
That was
take the
devilish.
quality.
I don't like this.
Guys,
I like quality.
Huber, I think you just signed on to
more.
something, man. I don't
I
feel
know.
comfortable with this.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
we got 19 minutes left and some big hitters, and it
Okay.
sounds like we're pretty
And 14
universal on
presents.
Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
Origins.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
What
don't
are the
know. I
nominees
think
again?
Infinite
Alright, well,
is kind of.
Let's put up for a vote, baby.
I mean, at the end of it, I feel like there's, despite knowing a lot ahead of time, I think that there's still interest in Assassin's Creed. I don't think there's hardly any
yeah.
for Marvel.
But again, I don't know if that's. I don't think a lot of that is attributed to the leak. I think.
It's not the leak's fault.
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
And I just think like going from Syndicate and then the that they say we're taking a year off. If we had been a year and a half in the dark, not heard a lick or a whisper about Assassin's Creed, and they come back saying Ancient Egypt, the birth of assassins, I think that would have been a very special moment.
Okay.
And it just it turned the whole thing into, oh, here's more Assassin's Creed, which it always is. So it like what they were trying to counter, it became that.
All
We
right.
got more Assassin's Creed.
You got my vote, Huber. You got it.
Well,
Let's vote.
Yeah.
And I think Evil
Your
Within
hands are your
2
mouth
wasn't
is.
super damaging. It's
It was like day before.
yeah, and it had been like
Same with Sony. The trademarks were like a day or two prior.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it basically just said Evil Within 2 exists, and we
Yeah.
kind of knew that it was going to exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't the entire premise. It wasn't like Assassin's Creed.
all right, Ben, let's vote.
All right. Assassin's Creed Origins.
I'll go with it.
Unanimous.
Okay.
That hurt.
Who's up?
Thank
That was-
you to our patrons for
Blood?
selecting that category. Yeah, Blood, take
That
the
was a
stage.
Oh,
stinger.
this seems like a Jones.
Oh, you're right, that's Jones'
All right.
category. That's
Yeah.
right.
Was
Jones
a stinger.
Zone.
All right. So if you tuned in during our live coverage, you watched the premiere episode of Trailer Jones, the return of our trailer scoring. And you will probably recognize a lot of these trailers because they were ones that we specifically wanted to talk about. This is the best trailer from E3 2017. This is going to be tricky too because if there are some great suggestions from chat, I don't know if we're going to take the time to watch them.
No,
So
we're not going to.
maybe just keep an open mind and see if there's anything that we missed. Best trailer: A Way Out,
Good trailer.
God of War. This is your chance. You can vote. There's not just 3 yahoos on the table spouting off how Mario's better than God of War. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus.
Good trailer.
Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Good trailer.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Evil Within 2. The gameplay trailer specifically.
I wanted the gameplay
Huber's
one
making the vote
nominated.
for the gameplay trailer.
I love that trailer.
And Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Damn.
There we are.
I don't want to vote.
Those are the favorite trailers
Classic Huber.
of Easy Allies.
I'm backing out.
I'm not feeling.
Getting cold feet.
I'm not feeling that Wolfenstein trailer.
There
There was a lot of good stuff in that trailer, but I didn't feel like it had a very good through line.
It's discombobulated.
Okay.
That's my main problem with Wolfenstein 2. It's this,
Discombobulated.
and then boom, you're way over here, and then you're way over here, and I'm
Like,
loving everything that I'm seeing.
That scene in the diner where
So
you have that
strange.
kind of build up, and then it just we're
Weird
just gonna
cut.
leave this scene now.
Weird
Yeah.
cut.
It was weird.
Onto the boat, yeah.
Yeah.
No
Crackdown 3.
through line. Blood says. I like.
Dragon Ball Fighters, the trailer specifically. And keep in mind, there's one thing that's I'm always a little bit not like super crazy about. Like, we got a song, we got some gameplay. That's it. That's all you know. Like,
Yeah, but
especially when
you're
it's
on the Golden Goose. What else do you need?
it's true.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a
Really, what
very
all it needed
clear.
to be,
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't.
It was like Blood saying with Wolfenstein, like, it's you're all over the place, and so it's hard to get like a through line. And it's another thing, and potentially a negative when that through line is just straight as an arrow, where it's like we're clear. It's like announcement, excitement, logo. It's like, to me that's great, but
Sure.
does not stand out as something that like A Way Out that has like, stops and starts up again, and
Yeah.
like the surprise of seeing them out of the prison and him bumping into his wife, and then
Way
some
Out
of
has
the
a
crazy
really-
stuff that
really
they get
great
into
rhythm
later.
the whole way through.
The Skull and Bones trailer.
The CG
Anybody?
one? Yeah, you're right. That is pretty good.
Blood's not feeling it.
Wow.
Um,
I liked the reveals. It was cool. It had a pace.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps was fun, but it was pretty.
Fun is not the word I would give it.
There's some shots I remember, but I don't remember it standing out to me that much.
It was all one shot, which I liked. It was all one continuous movement. You're just kind of like changing
toad.
between things.
There's like a
Absolutely
toad in
beautiful music. They play it live on stage, doesn't
Yeah, yeah.
Sunday. Yeah, that was a cool reveal. But I mean, just having played the first Ori, was there anything in that other than yay, it's another Ori? Was there anything in there you're like, whoa, look at that crazy thing? Never saw anything like that in the first game.
I didn't really feel like there was. I mean, it's definitely it's got more polish. It's a cleaner look, but it's not. It didn't seem drastically. Yeah, I think the surprise was really just that, like, oh, cool, Ori's back. So, and obviously all.
It wasn't
the
one
same
shot.
team.
Ori was not one shot.
It was not one shot. All right, thank you for the correction. Super Mario Odyssey is a fave, something we scored very highly. Is that a fave? Is this something we should consider a?
It is factually the best trailer.
It is 100% getting my vote.
Yeah.
Anybody
Think
not
about
like
that
that?
trailer open.
Anybody want to edge something out? I don't know why I'm asking Damiani, but is there anything
Yeah, Damiani might.
Mario was.
you feeling some? Is God of War better than Odyssey? Now's your chance. Make your case, bro.
I want to fight for Evil Within 2.
Ooh,
I
over
really-
God of War.
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely. This gameplay trailer.
Evil Within was really good.
Kyle's favorite thing of all time had it way better and
Gameplay.
way more than Super Mario Odyssey, and that's escalation.
Ooh, yeah. Musically too.
This is a
Musically,
trailer that escalates. This is a gameplay trailer that shows a ton of variety. It gives you just enough story bits to make you hunger and crave more.
The giant eye.
There's so much imagery in this trailer. Again, we just learned just a tad about the story.
Where did
Sebastian's
this
back.
show up? I mean,
They released this
It was on the
on.
press conference. It was later.
Yeah, they released it
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
That
It's
sucks. I wish
just
I'd
got a
seen
very
it.
intense escalation, and we see a ton of new monsters, and there's a lot of teases in there, which I really appreciate. They don't just spill it all, so they hold back.
Yeah.
Because
but Mario though.
because we haven't gotten to specifics. Yeah, I just want to lay
It's a
out.
losing battle.
I just want to lay out why and again, I'm going to be a broken record if you watched
But it's
Trailer
fair,
Jones,
Jones,
but
because I don't want to make it automatic. I don't want to say yeah.
Right.
I mean, there was some good music. I love the track that they used for Way Out. I thought it was
Yeah.
great. Had a great prison vibe. Obviously, God of War was super epic. Evil Within 2 had some fun parallels between some of the song choices that they did. Obviously, Ori, the score is incredible. But like this Super Mario Odyssey gameplay trailer that we got was the introduction to the theme of Super Mario Odyssey, and boy, is that a jolly theme. It's like you're going to some like speakeasy, like in the 20s. Wherever somebody just gets up on stage and just starts singing about Mario, and you don't even realize halfway through, it's like, is she singing about Mario back there? Like, she's saying picking up coins or something? Like, so like that realization, how special that is, and how, as much as I love these other tracks, like I just don't get that moment. And when you do have something as exciting as like a Dragon Ball Fighters, it's like the song selection is very matches Dragon Ball, matches my expectations. Where that track exceeded my expectations, I did not see that coming, and. I know it's hard, and it's from an editor's perspective, it's just like, okay, Jones, like none of us edit, so we don't really appreciate stuff like that. But the size of the edits, how quickly you move from one thing to the other, it's like you were saying, you're oh god, I wish I just saw like 5 more frames of that because I couldn't really see like what he was doing there. Just moments of like the kind of Eastern Island statue with the sunglasses, like
Going up and down,
like
yeah.
moving up and down, and you see the background moving. And you're like, what's happening? Like, how's his glasses moving up and down? Does that automatically happen, or is Mario doing that? Did Mario possess him, and now he's activating that, and something else is happening? And you just have just seconds to figure something out before you're looking at something else, and then you barely had time to figure out that first thing before you're looking at the second thing, and now I'm looking at the third thing, and the fact that I go back and watch that, like I go back and look at a lot of these other trailers, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is interesting, and I like that one point there. I go back and watch the Odyssey, and it's like, like I giggle, like
Counterpoint for me with Odyssey.
the energy is just
like
crazy.
it's overwhelming. I feel like they throw a lot at you in a short amount of time. You guys didn't get that feeling?
No.
Okay.
What's cool about that trailer, Hubert? Every shot is with a purpose.
How is it
every single one?
How is it overwhelming?
I just feel like it just showed a lot of stuff quickly at the end. It showed the glasses. It showed like throwing and diving into this and diving into that.
But I feel like they set it up well with that very beginning shot. It's like, no, he's the dinosaur, and they spent a long time in that area, and so everything else that he turned into was an extension of that original thing that they showed. So I wasn't overwhelmed.
Cool. All right.
Damiani trolling chat right now.
Uh-oh.
I think we're ready for a vote. I think
Great suggestions too. Some people threw out Star Wars Battlefront and some other things. The story trailer was interesting for that. Weird, like red armored Emperor. Curious what's going on there.
What the hell was that?
Skiddo knows. I like
you
a
wanna
slow
know?
burn.
It's a
Evil Within's
it's
a slow
thing,
burn.
right?
Yeah, they're canon. Do you want to know what those are?
I'm honestly worried that you
Yeah, what are
you
those?
show too much.
So the Emperor like made recordings, Jones.
Ah,
before
okay.
he died.
Got it.
Okay.
It's like the diary.
If you're seeing this, I'm.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Nice, Brad.
So yeah, we ready to vote?
Oh man.
Is anybody with Huber on Evil Within 2?
Oof.
Evil
I
Within
just
2.
wanted to fight for it. I'm still
You're not gonna
voting-
vote for
I'm
it?
still voting for God of War.
Oh,
Best trailer. I just already fought for God of War. I wanted to go on record with Evil Within.
anybody voting for Way Out before we do God of War? A Way Out trailer. God of War. Wolfenstein 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Didn't talk about it
We
at all.
didn't end up talking about it.
Didn't talk about it
So
at
good.
all. Super Mario Odyssey.
I'm going. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going Odyssey.
All right.
Yeah.
But thank you for your support there.
Yeah, gotta make a case.
Yeah.
Just make a case.
Sick case.
Just making a case.
And
Case.
I'll admit it's weird for me because like I love giving awards to the high concept stuff. You know, it's like I'll always go to bat for a CG trailer if I think it really introduces a concept and it's the first time I've ever heard about something. But so for me to just be like, no, that Mario game I knew was coming. Not to mention the T-Rex, like to start with like all this one.
Yeah.
What? Like,
Yeah.
That
Turok? It's like, what?
Yep.
that beginning.
Is this Turok?
It was yeah. That is a no trailer's easy to produce, but doing something to that caliber, have it being literally just a song and some gameplay clips, and showing that off the way it did is very impressive. It's a fine achievement.
If God of War Evil Within's going to go down, I wouldn't want it to be against anyone else.
There you go. Yeah.
Mario.
Yeah, it's like,
So,
all right.
Fine. So be it.
And I think
God of War would get my number 2.
there's nobody I would rather hand off the Best in Show card to than Mr. Daniel Bloodworth.
Bloodworth.
After all of his organizing.
Give your blood.
during the madness that is E3.
I mean, well,
home.
Kyle
So many
organized the
tens.
awards.
So many tens.
So many tens.
Too many tens.
So yeah, so our best in show. Now these were games. To be clear, these were games that we could get out there and play.
Play. Say it one more time.
We played these games.
We played these games.
Yes.
These are the best games that we played.
Straight again.
Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus,
So crazy.
Dragon Ball Fighters, and that's official from Bandai Namco.
We checked.
Fighters. Super Mario Odyssey.
Ow!
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
And Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, any,
Switch games coming out of E3. Best of show.
sure.
Oh man.
Only had one Switch game. Best of show
It's
eligible
hard
last year.
because some of us played some of these things and others played others.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the case any E3.
Yeah.
You can't
Well,
get
yeah,
9
maybe-
people into an appointment. Best we got was
I just
4.
Damiani's
what I'm
ready
trying
to
to
go.
say is I
Mario
wish I
takes
could have
what's up.
played
What,
Wolfenstein.
Damiani, what's up? Get over on this mic.
I wish I could have played Wolfenstein.
It was
2.
so crazy.
Get on that mic.
Damiani's ready to go.
Rare and
So
ready
ready
to
to
unleash the beast.
Let's talk about Ni no Kuni 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Again, he was here while we were writing this list.
Talk about Ni no Kuni 2.
He likes the surprise witness. He likes the drama.
I thought it was
Objection.
Nino Cooney to the
no
stand.
offense. I thought it was automatic. My faith is shook a little bit in our selection process. I'm kidding. Ni no Kuni 2. What can I say about the game that isn't positive? 'Cause everything about that demonstration that I got to play was pretty good.
Pretty good. We're talking about
It
best in the show,
focused-
Damiani.
Focused on
pretty good at
focused
show.
on combat mostly, which was a good thing because it gave you two tastes of how they've overhauled the battle system. Because I think that was the single biggest element from
The
the
only.
first game
The only.
that people had a big point of contention with was not just collecting familiars, but using them in combat, having to manually select them and change them out, the little cooldown thing that they were only in play for 60 seconds where you had to recharge them. None of that. Instead, it is all real-time combat with the Higgledies.
Higgledies.
The Higgledies are your little Pikmin friend, but don't worry, it's not like Pikmin where you gotta direct them manually or anything like that. You basically call upon them in special under special circumstances, it's really obviously highlighted when you're going to use them. In the the 2 battles we did, the most obvious one was using the fire ones to create like a heat barrier, so that you were immune to the dragon's breath from forget the Kingmaker's name.
Long Fang.
Long Fang.
I was gonna say Shenlong, but I was gonna say
Shenlong.
that's not its name. Let's try again. But yeah, something as simple
What
as
was
that.
the other demo? Because I remember that boss battle.
It was Thog. It was like
like a-
Trial
in the
of
arena.
Trial of Courage or whatever. It was what
I love
Evan had
trials.
to. Evan had to
Knock him out
undertake.
of his Donkey Kong arm speed.
Yeah, Evan
Yep.
had to undertake a trial to prove to the Bahout or the name of
Bahamut.
the pirate leader guy.
Oh,
I forget
yeah.
his name.
Baruch?
Sky Pirate Leader.
Yeah,
There's no release date for this. Right?
and it's
Yeah, there is
is?
November.
November 10th. Tawny's father, basically.
You know what month.
I'm just excited.
Good. They had story elements. They had the voice
That
work,
was
so you got to hear the voice work. It was pretty
Yeah.
good. You got to hear the music. Classic theme is still in there. So good.
Oh my
Good
God.
music. Good visuals.
I used to idle on the world map for Nino
Just
Cooney
to hear
when I would
that?
like clean my house or do something. I would just like
Have you
load it
seen?
up and just have it play.
I had
Have you
I had
seen the
Nino.
world map here?
I haven't even seen it.
Oh,
I had-
Cuber!
I know I didn't get to play Nino Cooney. I didn't see anything from it.
You can be
dude.
idling all day.
Oh,
All day.
I had Nino Cooney music in my wedding reception playlist. So.
damn. MVP blood. Yes. Wow.
So yeah,
Let me make a case for Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes.
there you go.
Dragon Ball Fighters at this year's E3 presented itself as it is. It set up demos and said, "This is our game, come and play." And people overwhelmingly came away with an extremely positive impression. I think it's kind of what E3 is all about. It's about, especially this year with public people coming in and playing those games. The fact that it stood up to the high scrutiny, that people from the fighting game community came in and enjoyed a Dragon Ball game, really speaks to the care that's put into this game already in the state that it's in. It's kind of like a dream come true for the developers. It's the dream of E3 from the other side, of presenting this game and getting love in return. That's why I really, really want to...
So I've been going to E3 for 4 years now. I think this is my 4th year at E3. I have never seen a response to a game on the show floor like I did with Dragon Ball Fighters.
I agree.
People were smiling. They were laughing.
Everyone
they
was
were
smiling.
screaming. Like, they were getting mad because people were having such a good time that they weren't leaving the stations. Like, that's what video games are supposed to be. You're supposed to be able to play a demo, immediately understand it, immediately have fun with people that you don't know or your best friends. Like, the amount of excitement around those Dragon Ball Fighter demos was electric.
Yeah, and the fans, like, standing behind the railing just watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, E3, everyone's getting in lines to play it themselves. There was a large crowd continually through all of E3 just standing there watching people play Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, I can vouch for the quality. Me and Ben played a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Smiling the whole time.
Yep.
Having fun getting my ass beat. You can't say that for many games.
Arc system works.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, in
Coming
respect,
to that
the
fighting-
IP of Dragon Ball, like the best I've ever seen in a video game.
Yep.
Period. For an anime or manga.
The
Was
fighting game
Kiwami
crown.
and Yakuza 6 playable on the show floor or just shady dealings?
It was just shady dealings.
Well, that's
Okay.
still playable.
What
Yeah.
was the
No,
whole
wait, it was. It was. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was
There
one
was
on
one
the
at
show
Sega.
floor.
Okay, okay.
I just
All that.
wanted it to be
Cool,
shady.
cool.
But no, it was
In my
totally
heart of
That's the right
hearts,
answer.
I wanted it
It's
to
not
be
shady where you play
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I just wanted to have like a shady Yakuza deal with Cooper, but everybody could play that.
Shady
Yeah.
It was shady. We were in like
Setting
the
up an appointment is
weirdest
not
room.
shady dealings.
I
That's,
don't know,
setting up appointments.
but you
people were having appointments all day long.
didn't go in this room.
Sonic Mania.
This room was like
Yeah.
an interrogation room.
Yeah. Filthy.
I'll put the hat in for Mario Odyssey. I got to play a strong 40 minutes. I played each level twice.
Strong.
Some secret 40-minute Mario.
That's some
Wow.
shady deals.
Okay,
Strong
wait,
40
what-
minutes.
Yeah, okay.
that was a little shady.
40 minutes
But-
on Mario and still played every game at E3.
But,
Robust 40 minutes.
but what I love though in this is that
So generous.
even though I didn't actually venture that far out into these levels, Kyle, you got like a long distance away from like the central areas in that desert, right? But
Yeah, they let you loose.
But at the
Kyle
same
lives
time,
Yeah.
like even just like in these compact little spaces, like there is a lot to do. There, you know, like little holes and passages to open up to like little sub levels. Is like I don't know if you got to like there was like this like dilapidated like building interior or whatever that you had to like try to work your way up. And that's the other thing too, is that like they're actually like, even though that there is the sandbox style, even though there's a lot of emphasis on using the hat mechanic and such, there's still a really good emphasis on solid platforming. You know, like even though you can fall off a building and like just get back down to street level, like there's other parts where that like that's not true. You know, and falling does have a detriment because then you got to work your way back up.
Oh yeah.
I just think that there's a lot of fun things there. You guys talked about Jaxie. Did you get a little extra Jaxie level where you had to like guide him through the?
Yeah, baby.
That's what I love about
Yeah.
this too. This demo is that people were finding things that other people weren't.
Yeah.
The sense of discovery.
People are still posting stuff.
Just on an
still,
E3
like-
demo. Some guy was like, yeah, I found 10 moons.
Dude,
and the
one of my-
demonstrator was like, I don't know how the hell he did that.
One of my friends, from Nintendo, was like, "Where is that?"
Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, what the heck?
So much.
You should have seen every inch of this demo, man.
Yeah.
How are you asking that
Frientendos, they
question?
call those.
But yeah, I think it had a really strong showing, and then they even had another level, at least one other level, on the treehouse.
Oh yeah, the forest
demo.
level.
Yeah,
Some good stuff there.
that we weren't able to play.
The whole thing, I like how this game, the penalty for falling is, as you said, it's basically you just have to backtrack up. This is like the first Mario game since probably 64 where falling isn't necessarily just like death. I mean, it obviously is, like the Bowser
Time.
Worlds, but it's mostly, it's your time investment. It's like, wow. And that's like 64 and Sunshine style right there, speaking to me.
Yeah.
But they played on that expectation in the Treehouse Live. They fell off the world. I'm like, come on, like wasting our time. Get someone on here who can play. I'm kidding. I wasn't really like that. But they were like, oh, sorry, Damiani. That was intentional. Look what's down here. Secrets.
Whoa.
Whole other
Really?
like dark woods area.
Whoa.
They're like, you are supposed to come here. And you're gonna do all these
What if you
activities.
didn't die at that point? Would you skip that whole section?
You wouldn't see it. You have to fall off of this part.
So if you're too good?
Maybe an NPC tells you about it.
Like, Damiani, what if you had never seen this and you were just like,
Well,
I win,
there's
bye.
another
You gotta
area.
explore.
There's another surface area you can't access unless you go down
Oh,
there.
okay, so you
Nice.
would have
You got to make
okay.
a beanstalk.
It's like Dark Souls, man. What
Yeah.
if you never found Ash Lake? You know?
True.
Look at that.
You're gonna skip some.
Well, I like too,
Secrets.
like they're.
Secrets.
Can't see
Yeah.
it all in Odyssey.
The
Uh,
boombox.
I see some people in chat talking about a lack of diversity of characters in Dragon Ball FighterZ. That game is 20% complete and coming out next year.
6
Like,
fighters so
Yeah.
far. Come on.
let's
And
be
Odyssey
real.
is
Think
like
about
done.
right. Think about how good that game looks and plays, and
Yeah.
how far it has left to go. Like,
6
there's
fighters.
gonna be, yeah.
There'll be
I don't
600
understand that.
by
Like
the
Odyssey
end.
Mindset
felt.
at all.
Odyssey honestly feels done, and it's like here's this part of the game. Here's this part. You know, because there was so much exploration. People were finding 10 moons. It was like, for all intents and purposes, the final game, you know, of these two areas. Whereas, you know, like you're saying, 20%
Yeah.
of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and to generate that much excitement and enthusiasm for
Right.
such a small slice, I mean, that's got to count for something. But
Wolverine's looking to show up in Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Wolverine.
He's that excited about it.
Also,
That's why he
for-
ditched
for-
Marvel.
well.
Oh my
For a
gosh.
game that's 20% complete, holy
Yeah.
shit, does that feel amazing.
Do we have any champions for Wolfenstein? Huber.
These are always hard for you,
This is
bro.
hard. It's a good demo. It was straightforward. I felt, it was a...
straightforward.
There we go.
Jones, this
You
whole,
have activated the trap card.
this whole demo, you're in a wheelchair. That was that straightforward.
Was there any other objective than to kill the Nazis and not get killed by them?
Dude, there's like traps and like some minor platforming, and you
The
can only
traps
use
of the
one
Nazis
gun.
set up so you were getting killed by Nazis.
Wait, there's
it's-
there's
again,
platforming with a wheelchair?
Yeah, you have to like go on these ramps and like turn these other ramps. It's pretty wild, Jones.
It was wild. I'm just talking comparatively, man. It made the list. It is one of the 6 best games shown out of the hundreds at E3 2017. But it's just I jump into this and it's like I should probably go down that hallway, whereas like I jump into Super Mario and it's like get there.
And the familiarity,
there's no wrong answer. Go.
Familiarity, shooting mostly felt the same, just polished and better graphics.
Mm-hmm.
There was still like the overpower mechanic of getting health and picking up armor. So, sure.
Any champions for Mario and Rabbids?
Again, I think it speaks to the spirit of E3,
Yeah.
which I think is cool, but I don't think it matches up.
Sure. Sea of Thieves?
Jones, you played.
Jones?
Super
so
jolly.
excited about it.
But such a specific, nowhere near the amount of creativity that it seems is coming out of Super Mario Odyssey. A game that I did not play, admittedly. Because you are pillaging. So like the learning curve of me trying to get good at Sea of Thieves and enjoy that demo was let's get good at the pillaging of it. I think just the main thing that really excited me about Sea of Thieves is how practical it was. Watching the players in front of me approach a dock and be like, well, it's time for that docking animation to start. And it's like, no, you gotta slow down. And they're like, slow the boat down. It's like, how do you slow down a boat? And they just crashed right into the dock and sunk the boat. And it's like, okay, like inertia, got it. It's like go fast in boat, need time to slow down. And like learning those lessons the hard way, and like, seeing people like getting attacked and being like, where's my sword? And switching to stuff and like, I got my bucket and just like, seeing people dump water out and stuff. It was neat seeing people, just like you said, like, that's what E3 should be. Is that like, I'm playing with strangers, I've never played this game before, I get it right away, we're laughing, we're having a good time. Even while failing, we're cracking up and enjoying it. And so that was, one of the most special moments to come out of E3. But as far as showings go, of what was brought to the show, I mean, is this Nintendo for the next foreseeable future? They're just getting one game. That'll be the booth. The whole booth is just that one game. You can check out other things.
All they need.
But man, oh man, come at us to say your game is better than all the stuff we were bringing for this one game.
They did have other games there.
They did, but I'm just saying, clearly this just like
The booth and everything.
this coming out party
For sure.
Here's something I want to
one
say
of the
about
biggest
Mario.
franchises.
Much like Spider-Man, there's so much expectations coming into a Mario game.
Hell yes.
And I don't want to say it's easy. It's not automatic.
No.
Nintendo just doesn't flush these out. This is crazy that they actually made a Mario game that we don't have complaints about. That's insane. It's impossible.
They made it look effortless.
Yeah. Oh.
I could spam long jumps.
Which is good, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
I was doing that.
Good.
Dude, I got to the
Good,
temple
everybody.
at the end, and right when I got on the temple, I took 3 steps, and the demo ended, and I was crushed.
Yeah, Damiani too, dude.
That it ended. I was
Yeah.
just like, oh.
So,
Mario.
so I'm gonna guess our vote will be between Dragon Ball, Mario, and Nino Kuni. Anyone want one of the others in
You
there?
can kill Nino Kuni.
Should say cross it off.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't kill it.
Kill it!
Hard.
So harsh there,
Okay.
Kyle.
So who for Dragon Ball Fighters?
wait. Oh,
Wait.
I'm not ready.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not
gonna take a
ready.
walk.
Ready for the
I'm
ride.
ready.
Taking a walk.
Because I don't
Taking
know
a
how
walk?
to compare these things in my
Kyle's
mind
going
because
on a
where they're
little-
at is so different.
Kyle's
what
going
they're
on a
trying to
journey.
accomplish is so different, and the companies themselves
taking an
are so
adventure
different
around
and are
the
coming
house.
from completely different places.
Like Mario is.
How do you make a case for one being better here?
I mean, you can't. It's apples and
I mean,
oranges.
it's
The only thing I
what
would say
they
is
brought
which
to the
one would you wanna
show,
play
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. If you gave me Mario and Dragon Ball Fighters, I don't know which one I would want to play first.
I will.
You gotta fight yourself.
Mario is the only game that I would
Can
honestly take over
Nintendo make
everything.
a Dragon
At
Ball
all times.
platformer?
And for them to, like Kyle said, for them to come out,
I don't know if a Dragon
Knock it
Ball
out of the park.
platformer would
Well,
be a
we
good
were
thing.
talking about how with Dragon Ball it was amazing that they were showing a game that still has so much left to go and how good it looks. You could make the reverse argument for Mario, where they have shown us so much and all of it has reached that same
Right.
level of excitement.
I never want to hold it against a game that's like, well, this is clearly more complete. There's a bigger team, more money invested. It's like when June came around on the calendar, what do you got? What do you show? You know, and it's not only what they showed at E3 for Mario for me, but the fact that we haven't been getting gameplay trailers every week. We're not just like,
Right.
oh no, this level again. It's like we really only have one other piece of media to use as a reference for all of that crazy stuff that we saw.
And I don't think they would have shown as much as they did if they didn't have a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball can't win next E3. It's gonna be out by then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mario.
Yeah.
Galactic Mouse also just said thank you, Galactic Mouse.
So are we ready? Are we mentally prepared to vote yet?
I'm ready to vote.
Just remember,
I'm ready.
Ben.
I searched my
Next
feelings. I'm ready.
I'm
Evo
ready.
2018,
I'm ready.
Dragon Ball will be like the headlining.
Oh,
know.
yeah.
It'll be the #1 most viewed fighting game.
Win. I'm ready.
Capcom is put on.
And that was just at Xbox, but that's on everything, right? That's
Yes.
That's on
Yeah,
PS4
yeah, yeah.
and-
Yes. PC.
They haven't
Switch
announced a
yet? A
Switch
game of the
version,
people.
but everything
No,
else.
A game for
they'll.
people.
I bet they find a
I
way.
bet they will. I bet they will.
We feel confident.
I think I can be done.
720p version.
Blue collar Dragon Ball Fighters. Blue collar.
You ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your blue collar Snorlax
Okay.
deck, I'll never
This
forget it,
this has
dude.
been the hardest.
I was a bad deck, dude.
Yeah.
Who for Dragon Ball Fighters?
Oh,
Harsh.
yeah.
Nobody.
Dude, it's gotta be Mario, man! Come on!
Yeah, it's got
It's Mario.
It's gotta be Mario. I love DBZ, I love it, but
We
Mario
love
is
it.
Mario.
It's just gotta be Mario.
joy.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Pure magic.
It is perfect.
I feel
And
like
I just, okay,
I feel like something got betrayed. I don't know
I
what
know.
it was exactly.
I'll tell you what.
Right.
You can't feel bad.
I'll tell you what.
There is that part of me too. It was like, oh, I can't just. Mario's too obvious.
Mario-
but-
It feels bad to me because
It's-
it's,
yeah.
like
It's
it's
obvious.
clearly an all in play. It's clearly they're just
Yeah.
pushing all their chips all to that one side of the table. But at the same time, that's exactly what we're talking about. Like that's exactly what we're saying is like what of all these people like even games I'm super excited
Yeah.
about, even stuff. Days Gone was something that people brought up. It's like, oh, you know, how was that demo? Like, it easily got shot down when we were talking about demonstrations. I felt Spider-Man was a little bit better, but like, I'm so excited for that game. But it's not how good maybe do we think this game is going to be? What is our hype level? You know, before and after. It's like, what did they show when they
Yeah.
actually came to the show and were like, this is not just something that you're going to remember when you think back. Like, when did they show that? There's no question you're going to remember that was the E3 2017 trailer.
Yeah.
That
Mario
DBZ
Odyssey.
announcement. That was E3 2017. I'll never forget that. That happened around that show. They
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
you to walk
I
away
think,
from that.
Yeah, I think.
They're just playing dirty pool. It's just in Nintendo. It's just it just.
Well, I think it's hard for Days Gone because they tried their best to show like what the game is like in different conditions, different times of day.
Yeah.
But there's still only so much that you can do to show that. You know, like okay, we showed 2 different scenarios out of who knows how many ways you could do that. And then I think Ni no Kuni and Xenoblade. I think those are both really hard to show because their games would take time to really get into systems, take time
It's
to really
hard
get
for
into
RPGs,
characters.
for sure, yeah.
I do think that they both could have done more to like really like get those characters into your mind a little bit better. But
I say somebody mentioned dirty pool. I what? What's happening? What's going on?
Tell me what it's
Oh,
broke.
what is it? What happened? What is it, Kyle?
oh my
Goku?
god.
But just that
Jeez.
you know, if game of the show is something that's really important to people, if that's something that people that don't win it come out of E3 feeling a sense of failure, like we didn't get game of the show. I definitely wanted more of that. I wonder if a Sony, if a you know Microsoft, if a Ubisoft, even like a 505, a Bethesda is like. Maybe we realize what out of our roster is the best. Like, this is the best offering that we have, and maybe kind of let the other people have a good showing and just absolutely double down on this one game. And that just feels like the way Nintendo approached the last
Nintendo's
two
in
E3s.
a different
And they won,
class
in our
now.
opinion, they won the last two E3s. And so it's like, is that how you win E3 now? You know, to just to have that forethought, you know, to have that that vision ahead of time. And it's not easy. It's not easy before
Yeah.
E3 knowing, like, clearly. And, like, they knew. Like, they knew with Zelda, they were like, yeah, this is going to win, no question. And the same thing with Mario. They're like, if we show
Mario.
off enough of this.
It's why people buy Nintendo.
True.
Zelda and Mario.
those Nintendos.
A lot. It's a
Right,
Big,
yeah.
big factor.
So, yeah. Sorry if that was a predictable pick in any way. But, yeah.
I'm not sorry. if it's
Yeah, don't
predictable.
apologize.
I'm sorry if you felt that. I'm not sorry for giving it that pick. I mean, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And keep in mind, I did not play this game, you know, and like I feel very, very comfortable
Yeah.
with it winning a game of show. Don't go anywhere. We have at least 30 minutes of presents opening to do.
Let's do a recap though. The
You do a recap. I'll get the first present.
Okay,
I don't know about
so biggest surprise was our first. That went to the double Metroid announcements.
Double up.
One 2D Metroid, one 3D Metroid announced at E3. Best press conference went to Ubisoft. Best Original Series / IP went to A Way Out. Best Demonstration went to Monster Hunter World. Most Damaging Leak went to Assassin's Creed Origins. Best Trailer went to Super Mario Odyssey, and Best in Show went to Super Mario Odyssey. Funny 3.
Funny 3.
Wow.
E3.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
And
Yeah,
clearly, yeah, special commendation for Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, it
Hell of a game.
That was fun. I mean, I don't think any of us agree completely with our categories, so it was fun to disagree.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
All in the end.
Game
Yeah.
you'll still be playing 2018. Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Damiani, you'll be playing that Mario game for the rest of your life, dude. You'll be playing that Mario
Damiani
game for
will
the rest of your
play
life.
that
Why?
Mario game every 2 months.
Yeah.
Still no Mario.
Jones, why do you have gloves on, dude?
I got gloves on to protect myself
From what?
from sharp objects.
Ooh.
What are you opening, dude?
I'm opening an envelope.
There you go.
I'm trying to open an envelope. Am I?
That's fun. Fun strange.
Emotional.
I didn't think most damaging would go to Assassin's Creed, but you all made a case.
Oh.
They totally did. That was the most damaging.
Huber
Yeah.
sold it hard.
So
This is
Oh, that's for Ian.
for Ian. For Ian's eyes only. Gotta put that baby on the shelf.
All right.
Top
It
secret.
was
Put
very
it
damaging.
up on the shelf.
Get up
Yeah.
on that shelf.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should
What?
apologize slightly in advance because we do know that some of this stuff was intended to get to us for E3. We weren't.
Oh, for the gifts,
we weren't
yeah.
able to do any kind of
Sorry.
Present
Why,
opening
why
then.
are we apologizing for Jones for getting the keys?
Oh, Kyle, come on, man.
Why do we all have to take
Yep, it's
responsibility
legit.
for
It's
that?
legit.
We're all one unit.
Dead Goku.
I just like to bust your balls, Jones.
Watch us not give review copies of Dragon Ball.
Oh, the best. No, the best though
Oh,
was.
we're so.
I
Yeah.
had a great
Come on,
Amanda
we're getting
moment.
that
You're
game.
gonna love. Before I was like, I lost the keys. I'm like, I usually keep the key in a mug,
Yeah.
and I took all the mugs off my desk to move furniture around, and I put all the mugs back on my desk. I'm like, the key's gone. Where's the key? And I came inside. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh god. And I came in the kitchen. I was like, honey, I can't find the key. And she was like, oh, and she's like, oh, check the basket by your bed. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a good plan. I might just dropped it in there. Go in, find it. Oh wow, how did you do that? And she's like, because I put it in there. I was like, oh.
Wait,
You lost me,
the
Jones.
context is she found your keys a long time ago and,
And
put
just
them in there?
put them in the basket by the side. Didn't
Oh,
tell me they
okay.
were in there.
All right.
So
You
for a
lost
second,
Huber.
but for a second there, I was like, oh, that prediction from her was so amazing that you knew
Yeah.
it was in there. No,
It ain't right.
backdoor shady key placement.
Mario.
Super Mario.
Oh boy.
We win every year.
Next year's gonna be Metroid.
Next year's gonna be Pokemon, dude.
No.
Yes.
Too
Oh.
soon.
Yeah,
Pokemon
I think it
E3.
is too soon. We might get a trailer.
That's a good bet though.
I'll dream
What's
that.
that game next year?
Yeah,
That's
we
a
should-
dynamite
we
bet.
should make that bet
We gotta
now.
get that bet done now.
2019 will be Pokemon.
All right, I'll lock in Pokemon next year. Who else? Who else
I'm with
wants
you,
in on
Kyle.
that?
I'm with you.
Blood, what do you want
That's
for next
much
year?
better than some.
Oh, what for Nintendo's game?
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying Smash.
Nice.
Smash is coming back
I think
next
it'll be.
year.
I think it'll be Metroid.
Metroid for me.
Brad, what's your bet?
For what, Nintendo?
Nintendo's booth next year.
I don't think they would have talked about
can you
Metroid at
imagine
all
a
if it
Metroid
wasn't
booth
going to show up
in the
next
vein
year.
of Breath of the Wild?
I can. I can bet.
Crossing.
Animal
I can imagine it, bet.
yeah.
Animal Crossing.
I thought about it
It
a
would
great
be
deal.
awesome to walk around in.
Oh, yeah.
I can see F-Zero.
Waiting for that Animal
F-Zero
Crossing Direct
booth.
this fall.
F-Zero only
Like
booth.
we're back. We're taking racing.
Oh.
back.
City, here we come.
No, it'll be
Replica
it'll be
Geo
Metroid.
cars
Taking
for the
racing
booth.
back?
We're taking racing.
Animal,
Genre?
Like, yo,
Crossing
you guys
is
can
the
have
booth
your
I most wanna walk
Forza,
around.
you can have your Jeep Gran Turismo. This is real racing. F-Zero. 10 out of 10 by Daniel Bloodworth.
Edited by Dan.
Yeah.
This is from Jesse. Hi, allies. Saw this while searching for dice for D&D and instantly thought of Kyle. Admittedly, I was worried at first how Kyle would feel about the gift, but a couple of allies convinced me. Hopefully you like it, but regardless, I hope this is a decent representation of my appreciation for your humor and love of video games, or rather, one video game. Anyways, enjoy. Thank you, allies. Boy.
So looking for some dice and found this.
Pokemon card thing? Oh,
What in the what?
Tetris
it's like
Light.
a
Oh, it's a little
Whoa.
lamp of
So
Tetris pieces.
cool.
You stare at Joey's all night.
Why is Damiani laughing?
It's so good.
Oh, okay.
Tetris,
It seemed like you were mocking me, Damiani.
Maybe.
It seems like that
I'll
was it,
let
huh?
you think about that at night while staring at that. Yeah, that is it. Tetris lamp
Cool.
Wait, do we know who this is from?
Is from Jesse.
Jesse.
cool.
Thank you,
Jesse.
Jesse.
This is an official Tetris
Yeah,
product.
give that note to Kyle too.
Oh, wow.
One thing I hate is not knowing who something was from like
Yep.
a week
Some
later.
kind of
Yep.
charger
Totally.
device. Don't lose that.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, these are sick.
That's really
Wow.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juicy. So how does I guess they shine through each other?
Shine
Read the
through
instructions.
each other.
I don't know
I
that they
think you
did
should do a
that, Kyle.
stream.
Shine.
Assembly stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should do an assembly stream of it.
Should do this on the Gundam building.
Yeah.
Should build this
No matter
first.
what we
Little
vote for,
prologue.
People are upset.
Yeah.
Best fighting game
I'm
goes to DBZ.
I know.
Yeah.
Best anime game goes to DBZ.
Yeah.
Best DBZ game goes to DBZ.
Best DBZ game goes to DBZ.
Dear allies, I'm not good with words, but I'm gonna try anyways.
Nice.
In this package are 2 sets of the first 4 issues of La Mano del Destino, a comic from a local artist in Phoenix that I really enjoy. Since Brad and Huber are wrestling fans, I hope that they might also enjoy it as well.
Nice.
Thank you, allies, for everything you do, and I wish you even more success in the future. Love and respect, Juan Morales.
Thanks,
Nice
Juan.
one.
Thanks, Juan.
Best villain goes to DBZ.
Best Marvel game
Frieza.
goes to DBZ is
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah, you got best villain.
What about Bowser?
Ooh.
Bowser had a rough year this year.
Wedding Bowser, dude.
Wedding Bowser's good,
He's
but
stepping his game up.
he wasn't prominent.
Yeah, it wasn't
he just
prominent.
kind
He
of
doesn't
waved
need
at
to
us a
be.
little
He
bit.
doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
He likes to lurk.
Cell
Oh,
showed
wow.
up.
Set in the plastic.
Oh, cool.
Here you go.
This is the wrestling comic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Looks like I might have shifted around too much.
This
but-
is like collector's edition.
Whoa.
La Mano del Destino.
This is crazy.
And the
Really like that cover.
Yeah,
Damiani
nice
with the
art.
translation.
Wow. I mean, why would you change Destino to Fate instead of Destiny?
This looks really cool, dude.
Oh,
Hand of Fate's a
sick
video game.
art.
Bud,
Yeah.
can you show that up there?
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
too cool. Holy moly.
Mint edition.
Thank you so much. Crazy. Hey,
You
I
got
think
one,
there's
dude.
I think there's duplicates
Yeah,
here,
it's
Brad.
those.
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
yeah, that was.
Got you.
There you go.
Got you.
So generous.
Oh my.
Oh,
More
boy.
generosity coming through here.
Oh my.
Look at that.
Sky's Tingly Prawn Cocktail.
No, thank you.
Tingly, Kyle.
Kyle,
Does that say
no,
skips?
thank you.
You know what? No thanks on that one.
Skips? Oh, skips. Is that Sky's? Skips. Skips.
Tingly.
Skips are the light and melty tongue tingly snack. Experience the tingle. Balance a skip on your tongue and let it melt in your mouth.
I,
I'll have one.
No.
Viewers in.
Viewers.
Viewers in for some prawns.
Skips.
be prepared to take that outside though.
How many
skips.
bags there are?
Yo, hand me one of those, viewers.
No, these are bags of bags.
I like this.
There's little bags inside. Oh, and there's no note. It's just skips, baby.
Whoa.
Just
Enjoy the
skips.
skips.
Enjoy the skips.
Yeah.
That's intense.
I mean, we got names on the
Protein.
packaging, but I always feel a little
You're not
bad.
gonna like it, man. It's fish.
Yeah, I just smelled it. I'm out.
Spout
I'm
those out.
Yeah.
Who likes fish?
Yeah, skips, baby. This might be a part of something else, so stay
You're
tuned.
Japanese.
Oh yeah, was there not a note or was
Who's
there?
up?
That's it. I think corn fans said it might have been from them.
Was it corn fan?
Final part of their order.
Huber, is there
Might have been Corfan. Corfan's got something in there, yeah.
is there an open
He's waiting.
jack for this?
Yeah, we'll plug it into the skips.
You know what? Right.
All right.
I
There you go.
had a bad experience with
Race
squid
human
chips,
heritage.
so I think yeah,
Which
skips are not for me.
skips?
I don't know if this qualifies.
Oh, look at
Somebody opened a bag of squid chips that they got from Hong Kong or something.
Kyle, dude.
It
Kyle's
does. Look
going
at this.
nuts.
Oh wow.
Can you read that on camera? Kind of,
Can you
yeah.
read that?
Oh, that's
It's
so
not that
cool.
intense.
Do you mean see it?
You like it.
Read it.
No, yeah, I meant read it. Like, does it
Skips.
read? Does that
Never
read?
mind then.
What we got?
Ow!
Skips is
Look how
strange.
cool this
It's
is.
surprising me for some reason.
There's electrical
I wish I knew.
currents running through this.
Don't shock yourself.
Oh,
Wow,
so
that's
sick.
super cool, dude.
That's so sick. I was buying dice, And I found this. Thanks, Jesse.
That's awesome.
Careful,
Yeah,
dude. This thing's about to
we
fall
go.
over.
Jesse?
Is it?
I would touch it, but my hands are greasy with
Yeah,
skips.
I don't want your prawn fingers, dude.
Skips all over
Oh,
your
no.
hand.
Kyle was like, having fun.
I think this is the first time. Nice.
Ooh, we're losing the charge up near the
Losing
top. You gotta keep it like more There we go.
I think it charges brighter when you build them the right way, Kyle.
I love this. I don't know if we've
Damn,
gotten
dude.
allies in Espanol. Saludos, aliados. I bring you a taste from the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. It's either E3 or it's Aftermath, so I'm sure you guys will be in need of some coffee supplies.
Yes, we
Nice.
are.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me know if you guys have a favorite. Hope you enjoy them. Love and respect, Eduardo Ortiz, Ed
Yes.
Sortiz, and L Banger on Twitch chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eduardo.
He's the one running the Easy 8 Bets tracker on the forums.
Fantastic.
We
And
always
yes,
need coffee.
we got
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Always need coffee.
Cafe Crema.
Those look
Nani.
so bomb.
Oh. El Mejor
Fresh
Cafe.
brews, baby.
Fresh
boy.
brews.
Fresh brews.
Yeah, man.
The fresh.
Look how cool this
fancy
is,
fresh
dude.
brews.
Look at this stuff.
I feel like I'm eating something I'm not supposed to be eating.
You shouldn't, dude. You shouldn't eat this like a fried prawn.
And I like can't stop though. I can't stop eating these, and I'm like I'm enjoying them, but not. I don't love them, but I keep
But
just.
there's love in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just give me one. Give me one.
there.
It is time for our
This guy just-
food
Jones is
review
in.
show.
I just want one.
Food review show coming up on Easy
Sorry for that
Allies.
taco pizza.
That's a unique snack right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Uh-huh.
Skip.
Okay.
Thing.
Skips.
Skip.
Skip it.
I'm warming up to them. Growing on you. Yeah.
Roast to the frogs.
Oh my.
Some padding?
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, whoa.
Oh
What's going
my.
on?
Something's happening here.
I'm not sure.
Oh jeez. There's a letter. We got a Mario flower in the front. Question mark on the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with this.
Thank you for being
Presentation 10 out of 10.
for game of the show.
Here's your check.
I love this.
Here you go.
Thank you. I love this on the front. Was rushing. Wrote everything upside down. LOL. Like if I was like, what is? Oh, I can't read this. All right, here we go. Hey, Easy Allies team. I wanted to send you this gift from my heart due to the love and respect you've spread to me over the years. I was hoping the team could use this for E3 as well as the future focused talks at the table about Sony PlayStation in general. Hopefully you get this before E3. Apologies. I recently transitioned from Sony and had a spare tablecloth lying around.
Oh.
We need that.
I figured you guys could use it to add production value. I truly look forward to the great success and future Office Space. Never stop believing in the future dreams in your hearts because before you know it, you'll be living them. Thank you 1,000 times over for being informative, passionate, and positive, but mostly for being fresh air in a very negative industry of journalism. You've always seen the jolliness, even in a bad game. You all bring great fun and childlike light to the industry. Love and respect, Nick DiPaolo, @DiPaolo on Twitter. P.S. I hope to one day sit on the Easy Allies couch and demo with the team my indie game down the line. Today, I'll give you guys an exclusive. It'll be titled Adams Ascending, coming soon to PS4 and PSVR.
Wow.
Adams
Sorry for the writing
Ascending.
rushing to get this out before E3. So I'm so sorry for not getting it. But we had our special desk, so we would not have used this during E3
Jones.
had we gotten it. We're definitely gonna
ATOMS
show it off
or
now.
ADAMS?
ADAMS.
Okay.
Adams Ascending.
Cool.
Okay.
Regular spelling. Thank you so much.
So
We got
yeah, so that's the cloth, and then
yeah, what are these?
got a bunch of other little weird things, huh?
Pops pockets? Use your phone better. What? Oh, okay. It's a little Amazon phone stand. So you can like attach something to your phone. You can have a little doohickey on your phone.
Nice. I
You want
love
to put a little sticky
Look at the
friend on the
skip
phone. We
sticking up
clearly
the
got to
seat.
break this out.
Skips get their own spot.
We are
Clearly,
Oh, okay.
show off.
So sorry.
Yeah. What is this? Oh my
It's
goodness.
just a big tablecloth that says
It's
Sony.
just a giant. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's a good idea.
We can use it at the press conference. PSX.
Like PSX meetup, yeah.
PSX.
pure neutrality. It's maybe not a good idea.
I don't want to show off. I just love this box. Canada.
Nice.
Canada.
So you got that context going in. Canada, y'all. All right.
That's so.
Get out this sucker. I want to make a cape out of this and wear this to PSX.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be fanatical, Jones.
Maniac.
Yeah.
You guys are fanatics.
Yeah. I see Jones walk by me in a Sony cape. Just like, who is that guy?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
I'm the leader of Easy Allies.
Just like sprinting to the God of War
Whoa,
line.
this is
I love
cool.
the stickers, man. We got a little heart with an arrow through it and a panda on the back.
nice.
Pandas are always a good choice.
Pandas are an excellent choice.
Corn fan, dude, I love the skips.
Oh, we got a drawing here. I can't tell who that is. I think that might be Kyle.
They're intense.
Read this. Hey, allies. Enclosed, some sweet esports swag for Kyle, Brad, and Ben.
Central.
A little something that'll keep Kyle humble.
Good luck with that.
My eternal gratitude and love. This involved over 20 arduous phone calls from a half-deaf old dude in literal Pakistan. So I hope that the sizing isn't wrong or anything. Wow. I love you all. This community is incredibly kind and supportive and loving and has effectively changed my life. I couldn't be happier to be involved. Thanks for everything, guys. Noah Rain.
Oh, hey.
And I was just, what do we think? Is that Kyle? Is that you, Kyle? Is it or is that Noah? Oh, that might be Noah.
I think it's a self-portrait.
That is a self-portrait of Noah.
Nice.
Look at Noah. Look at Noah sending the gifts, being adorable.
Is-
Look at Noah.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude!
Yes.
So we got, okay. Context?
What? It's Mime Jr., one of my least favorite Pokemon.
Already.
Oh!
Holy shit.
They're real.
Our esports dreams are finally coming
real!
true.
God.
Are finally coming true. Yes!
Yes. The long prophecy.
Oh my goodness.
We've planted this seed for years and now it exists.
Kawaii Central.
That's a really good jacket.
That's a
Yeah.
sick
And the-
jacket.
That's a cool jacket.
Do we know what that says?
That is.
That just says Kawaii Central.
Oh, just as Koi
Central
on
the arms. Wow.
That's quite central.
I mean, try those on, baby.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Unreal.
the
Blood is,
greatest
like,
esports
really fast at
team in
Japanese.
the East and the West.
Blood, how are you so
Wow.
fast at that, man?
Well, I mean, he was holding up for a while. I could see the back of it.
Oh, I thought it was 2 jackets and Mr. Mime or Giant Mime Jr. for me. All right.
Here you go, dude.
Wow, Noah.
So nice.
Noah, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And comfy.
I love the Sony.
Kawaii Central. Dragon Ball Fighters next
Dragon Ball
year.
Fighters!
Oh, we got more.
Oh. This is like, I feel like I'm in the Warriors right now. Come out and play, Kawaii Central. Oh my god.
I main
All right.
Goku.
5 more. Only 5 more, everybody.
I mean Young Gohan.
Future Trunks is my best character.
Backup, Majin Buu.
So
Piccolo on stand.
What do you think the best application of these jackets will be?
Yes.
When we wear them to esports.
Yeah.
To eat.
When we compete, Blood. When we're winning money.
I mean Android 17.
Not even in the game yet.
I mean Android 17.
Yes.
Yes. We're a team.
It's official now.
You're supposed to wear them during the Gundam stream.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's a good idea. I'll wear it for the next
Ooh,
one.
we
I've
got
never
a page.
taken it
Oh, boy.
off. I'm wearing it
Sleep
for
in
every
this.
occasion. Yeah, I
Sounds
wear it for
right.
every occasion.
Hello, allies. Sorry for the length of this note. Ugh. I've been.
Oh, Jones, man.
Jones was kidding.
Oh.
Hubert can tell. I've been dying to send you all this package for the longest time. I hope all the allies will find something they enjoy within this package. For Blood, a swag bag full of Earthbound goodies.
Oh.
Nice.
My first convention, which the swag bag is from, was for Earthbound.
Wow.
So you can imagine how much I adored. Damiani piqued interest. You can imagine how much I adored that game and how happy I was to see you playing through both Earthbound and Mother. Mother 3 is the best in the series, so I've included my copy of the fan
What?
guide. Of the guide.
Fan guide.
Give it to another ally if you already have it. I gotta find this swag bag. My goodness. Camp Fan Gamer? Is that?
I think you're gonna have to. I would read the note first, and
Okay.
then we'll figure out where
Alright.
everything goes.
Yeah.
I love the zipper.
For Bossman and Jones and anyone else who's interested, some old Pokemon books from my childhood. They may not help you. They may not help you up your game, but I hope you guys get a kick out of them. For Ben and Brad, and anyone else who's interested, I picked out 5 manga that I think you guys might enjoy. If you don't have time to read, they have all great anime that you can watch through Hulu or Crunchyroll.
Nice.
Bungo Stray Dogs.
Yeah!
It's a supernatural manga, but all of the characters' names and powers are based on famous authors and books. Western authors join the cast later. Descending Stories. Shaura Genroku Rakugo Shinju. A story of an ex-convict and his mentor as they navigate the world of Rakugo, a
That's
Japanese storytelling
sick.
art. It seems chill at first, but develops into one of the most intriguing and gripping stories I've ever read.
That sounds rad.
Haikyuu! 2 exclamation points. It's pretty simple, the greatest volleyball manga ever made.
Cute.
Natsume's Book of Friends. The story of a boy who can see yokai. He inherits a book containing the names of hundreds of yokai from his grandmother. By being in possession of the names, he becomes the master of all the yokai.
Whoa.
He makes it his mission to return all of the names and set them free.
It's like My Name is Earl.
Yeah, maybe we should give that one to
I
you.
say right. Assassination Classroom. My goodness. An octopus-like creature destroys the moon and returns to Earth to teach a class of middle school outcasts. The government tasks the students with killing their teacher before he destroys the Earth at the end of the year. For anyone who wants it, some old games. First, Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne.
One of the greats that will be entered at some point.
Second, Frogger.
Not.
It was the first,
Wow.
it was the first game I ever played, and while I can't really tell if it's good or bad, I love it. Also some pins. That's all. I hope you guys like it. From Michelle Misha on the forums chat and Childo Failus on Twitter. ChildoFaeolus. Childo Failus on Twitter. But,
I'm bringing Frogger to the next Hall of Greats.
alright.
Do it, man.
Which Frogger original?
Arcade, yeah.
So
Nice.
check and see if that, that's that
You're just
swag.
doing it out of spite.
Yeah.
Frogger's hype.
I'm gonna get it in before SMT.
Okay.
Frogger's fun.
Oh yeah.
Why the bloodlust, guys?
Oh,
What-
these Pokemon-
I don't
We're on
I
a team.
understand what happened.
Those Pokemon bricks are pretty awesome.
Oh, great.
Oh, those books are nice.
I'm putting all 3 of my points onto Frogger. The second that it's entered.
It's funny. It's
go.
like
I'll get
like
for you,
shoe
yo.
covers that
Oh,
say
Mr.
break
Ryan's
seal in
sorry.
case
No.
of Kraken.
Oh, Mime Jr. It's the baby form, though.
Wait, does Mime Jr. turn into Mr. Mime?
Yeah.
Frogger and Shin Megami.
Is
I'm
there a
not sure
Mrs.
if I
Mime?
should.
Oh,
I
dude,
guess
no
I should.
misses.
you have to. This is really good.
Okay.
That's weird.
He's back!
Oh yeah.
And let me get at these pins here. We got a crazy Pikachu pin. 2 crazy Pikachu
Little
pins.
hamburger.
Yeah, it's PS1 Frogger. I put that a lot.
I remember
Me
the box
too, dude.
at Blockbuster.
I think all of our parents bought us PS1 Frogger.
Not mine. Knew better.
I remember seeing it at Blockbuster.
Wow, this has pronunciation guides for all of the Pokemon.
Nice.
Hitmonlee, not Hitmonlee.
Dude, the original one.
Oh.
51s?
There's a set
original
of
151, dude.
Smash trading cards.
Whoa.
Hitmonlee.
Oh wait.
Wow.
Hitmonlee.
How many
if I can
Pokemon
open
past the original 151 do you love?
Dude, probably 50. There's so many to love.
50, okay.
Chandelure.
Yeah.
Do you love all of the original 151?
No.
Yeah.
There's total trash in the 151 too.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna show you why this book is trash. Here's
Oh.
the top 10 Pokemon
Whoa.
of all time. Number 10, Meowth. Number 9, Latios. Number 8, Latias, please. Number 7, Celebi. Number 6, Mewtwo, respectable. Number 5, Mew.
Give him a break,
Number
Kyle.
4, Lugia. Number 3, Charizard.
Yeah.
Number 2, Blaziken. And number 1, Pikachu.
Who's Blaziken?
So for some reason, Charizard's the only starter. No, Blaziken and Charizard are the only starters. All of their starters neglected. Sorry for not being a fire starter. Oh my goodness.
No Blastoise?
No Blastoise.
If you don't have
Instead,
Blastoise in your
Yeah.
top
We
10,
gotta
you're
make space for
getting
Latias and Latios.
What's the criteria? Who designed that and how?
It says our top picks.
Wow. Okay.
Names.
Wow.
We need your names.
Where are you now? Angry emails.
There's a greeting card or a postcard. It's greetings from Tucson because we weren't first. And then this is what the trading cards
What?
look like.
Our top 10.
Like
What the
different-
hell?
Different,
What's number one?
enemies.
What's number one?
from Earthbound.
That'd be Master Ball.
Pokeball.
Oh, gross. Come on.
Come on.
Come
There's
on.
a new age retro
It's
hippie.
iconic.
Oh,
There's
nice.
the word iconic in that entry.
Yeah, it's
Mr.
got
Batty.
That's right. The regular red
Mondo
white
Mole.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
Pokeball. A true classic is best. Sure.
It's a true classic.
There's still more stuff in here too.
I got wholesome one for us. No skips. No skips this time around.
Oh, okay.
Dear allies, please enjoy a selection of my baked treats.
Oh, yes.
To provide some fuel for another great year of E3 coverage. Appreciate the work you guys do, and I hope that these cookies can help the good times going for those long but fun nights ahead. We have plenty long but fun nights ahead of us, and we will enjoy these treats. regardless
PSX,
of whether
6
E3
months.
is still going on. Ma's Best chocolate peanut butter chip.
Damn.
Yes.
Ma's best.
Yes.
And some
Ma's
pretty
Best.
dynamite
Yes.
Tupperware containers here. I'm enjoying
Yes.
these as well. Ma's Best classic chocolate chip.
Dynamite.
Are we just having Huber like taste test these? I thought we're not supposed to eat stuff like this.
Too late.
Triple
not.
chocolate
It's
chip.
actually too late.
Okay.
A delightful combination of white, dark, and semi-sweet chocolate chips to tantalize the taste buds. You'll enjoy chocolatey
So what is that,
satisfaction
cookies?
with each bite.
This is pretty bomb.
Like, if Huber dies, I die. You know what I mean? Like,
Who sent these?
I want to die the
Steve.
same way Huber dies.
That's all we got.
Thanks, Steve.
We got this from Steve.
Thank you,
You got my
Steve.
back.
Did Steve tell you that?
We're in it
perchance?
together.
Steve.
Some of these
If
are
I'm
pretty
going down, I'm
creative.
going down with cookies.
Oh,
This is or is that that's the
Mother
player
3.
guide? Yeah.
Get in there.
Yeah. So I've got like a Dungeon Man compass.
Those are really good.
A Dusty Dunes wet towel. If you remember, you had to like use the wet towel to like cool yourself down in the desert.
Wow.
There's a Summers sunscreen. There's
Wow.
a pencil from the Onnit Public Library, and then there's a pen from the Blue Church of Happiest Wisdom.
Wow. That's some deep swag there.
Oh, and then there's
Thank goodness you got a bag to put all this stuff in.
it looks like a bottle opener from Jackie's Cafe in
Put
Forsyth.
some skips in there while you're at. Don't forget those skips.
Send those all to you.
Skips are good.
Hey allies, done in cursive. I appreciate that.
Excellent.
It's a beautiful handwriting in this letter. Hey allies, big fans and sponsors since day one. We're super pumped that you guys are doing so well and are glad that we get to be a part of your amazing community. We just wanted to send along some love and respect in the shape of a framed cross stitch and some Canadian chocolates. We
Whoa.
hope that you enjoy them both. Thanks for keeping our weeks full of video game news and keep putting out great material. Love and respect, Kyla Simpson and Patrick Coombs.
Oh wow!
So cool.
Wow.
Look at that, baby.
That's very nice.
That's
Jones
awesome.
loves it.
Oh, look at that.
Jones.
Look at that
Where's that
stitch,
going,
baby.
Jones?
Look at the
Pick a spot.
pixels. Look at those high quality pixels.
Jones, pick a spot live.
Let's go above the fireplace.
In the house.
Where?
In this cross
I think Star Wars is getting
Star Wars is
bumped.
gone.
Gone.
Yeah,
Bumped.
Oh.
Yeah.
you might slide it over here. Might slide it in the corner. You can see on cam.
Okay.
You still get that in the corner of the podcast, right?
I don't
Might
know.
go
I think
there,
lightning might block it.
but up here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Look at that prime real estate.
That's off cam.
It's off cam.
Ah.
Might have to drop it low. Might have to
Drop
sneak
it low
in
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We'll move that light out of the way. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
4K stitches.
I mean, it even looks like the font. Oh man, that is beautiful. And framed.
Yes.
Framed. That's huge.
This saves Jones a lot of
Oh
work.
man, that's yeah. I mean, what a gift. Oh god, that's beautiful. I love that. Oh,
That's awesome.
and some chocolates.
Jeez, man, this thing
Big
is
Turk. Big Turk.
Big Turk.
Big Turk.
Turkish delight.
this guide is made
Oh,
by
dude, there you
fans.
go.
Holy cow, dude!
keychain.
Oh, this is massive.
That's great.
I gotta show a shot inside of this guide.
Donkey Kong.
Oh.
This is like crazy
One of
quality.
these too.
How dare you?
I like Lanky Kong.
There is an unfortunate official rule that I've already put in place. None of you were aware at the time, I believe. Any coffee crisps sent to Easy Allies go straight to my mom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's got to be the way it is. No ally gets their hands on coffee crisps. That's just how it goes down.
Jones.
Yeah.
Hog
Yep.
them all.
Yep.
All right. Tell me how much she enjoys them first.
It is her favorite candy bar ever.
Okay. All right.
Does she
Like so
it?
much so, we got a stack of coffee crisp. Like I was opening up a bunch of. We just got a box full of different chocolates, and I was like, "Oh, to sell a coffee script." Didn't even tell you guys. I was like, "Oh," I just like put those like to the side.
He's hiding.
I was like, "I'm gonna score some really good points with my mom on that one." But I was like, "But she might not." But she might not. You know what I mean? Like she might not still like those,
like to
and
have one
broke
day.
those out
Someday I'd like
for
to have
Mrs.
one.
Jones, and that was a big hit the first time around. So
like
these
the-
little tasties, little coffee crisp tasties, she will freak out.
George,
do
you
you
got
buy
like a
those?
Matryoshka doll
What is
here?
this?
What do you got? What is this, by the way?
You can only get those. Out of,
What am I
they do
eating?
not sell those in the U.S. Those are, I believe, you get those in Europe and.
I've
especially
never
Canada.
had one. I gotta order some apparently.
Oh, that's good.
I do not like the Turks.
What is inside of this?
Some kind of jelly gummy thing.
Oh no.
Blood. What are these called? The Russian dolls.
Russian nesting
What
dolls?
The nesting dolls,
Matryoshka or
right.
something?
We got a
Matryoshka.
penguin nesting dolls.
Penguin nesting doll?
I'm curious of the context here.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it because Damiani loves penguins?
Yeah, that might be
I
it.
love penguins.
Oh, Ben loves them. Sorry, Brad.
Penguin is my favorite animal.
Really?
Yeah, favorite animal of all time.
Oh, so that's a
Penguin
Ben
nesting
present.
all
dolls.
you, man.
Look at the
Oh.
fish in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty cute.
Wait, is it a penguin or a puffin?
Looks like a puffin.
It does look like a
We also got a
let me
10
see.
pack of Smarties.
Oh, that's a puffin for sure.
Puffins are my favorite animal.
Yeah, that's a puffin. Puffin
Alright.
confirmed.
I'll do it. Oh boy.
Wait, chat, tell us what the puffin is
No.
for.
Here.
This is spooky. I'm nervous.
Do you want to hear about the
I know.
top 10
Biggest
trainers?
one.
Oh,
Just put
here we
it-
go.
Whoa.
Okay.
Two more.
Puffins suck. What a thing to say. Ouch.
What's a puffin?
It's a bird.
Their beaks go like this, and they are like tiny little lame penguins.
Lame penguins.
Yeah.
They actually fly.
Yeah, they actually fly.
And they dive in the water and catch fish. It's pretty
Ooh,
sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Okay. Okay, Puffin.
Puffins
Their
suck.
bills
right.
are really cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right, chat.
Like, see you do that. Oh boy.
You're right, chat. Get a grip.
I think puffins only live in the northern hemisphere and penguins only live in the southern.
Grip. Get a grip,
Get a
dude.
grip,
Does anyone
chat.
out there just stream penguins walking around?
Woo!
Yeah, dude.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's close
Yeah,
that.
you can absolutely see some penguins right now, streamed live.
Oh.
Stream live?
Yeah.
I can just have a penguin
Like,
cam up?
not on Twitch, but like zoos and stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Done.
Dear allies, E3 is getting closer, and I'm really looking forward to each press conference. Last year, I woke up. Are you sad because E3's over? Because some of the press conferences weren't good. Last year, I woke up at 4 a.m. to watch Sony with you guys and had the time of my life. It had so many insane moments: Kratos emerging from the shadows, the Resident Evil 7 announcement, Kojima walking down the ramp and revealing Death Stranding. I will definitely be watching E3 solely through your streams again. This year, EZA's jolly and enthusiastic E3 coverage is the best in the biz, and it's not even close. I hope the content of this box can help you stay energized during this glorious event. Hashtag Team Cold Blooded. Love and respect from Patreon and chat, the Finnish ally. Oh
The
boy.
Finnish ally.
The Finnish ally.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh boy. Not something you see in presents that we usually get. Just cans. Just a straight up can.
What is
Whoa.
Jaffa. Applecini.
Jaffa hype. I don't know what it is.
It was
Jaffa.
Jaffa.
Have a Jaffa.
Give me
That's
a Jaffa.
go into the fridge.
Hey, grab me a jacket.
Hot rods.
Dude.
Mega bag of hot rods.
Hot rod.
it? Mega bag.
I think they're onions.
That font is amazing.
I think they're onion variants. Hot rods.
Oh, they're like Funyuns.
What's is there caffeine
Okay.
in the Jaffa?
There's an intense amount of food in
Jack.
here.
Find out.
Jaffa.
It's
Oh,
orange
it's
soda,
okay.
apparently.
Sour cream rye crisps.
Oh.
Ruisipsy. Got some Ruisipsies.
Ruisipsies.
I mean, I just gotta go flying through these. Chocolate-filled mint candies, Mary Ann's.
Holy moly.
We got some Doomlays. We've gotten those before. I'm familiar with the Doomlays. Oh, we got Omar cream. We got Omar cream.
yeah.
We got Omar cream. We're back. We're back with Omar cream. Pilaja.
Oh, those were good.
Yeah,
Pretty sure we
those
got those.
look legit, actually.
Yeah.
Pilajas. Oh my goodness. No calorie lime battery energy
I
drink.
need that. I need that battery tonight. Keep that out.
Well, we should put it in the fridge now. Cool it off for the
Jaffa. Hey,
podcast.
take this Jaffa.
We got several batteries.
Orange soda. I want a battery.
We got a lime battery. We got the black can. I don't even know what the black
Dude,
can
the
flavor
black
is.
can. Save it.
Oh my goodness.
Save the black.
It says on the top, keeps you going.
Yeah.
Wait, that's for a special occasion.
Yeah.
Sugar-free, reinvented.
Battery.
Ooh.
The sugar-free, yeah, the no calories option.
Reinvented.
We got Jaffa, we got batteries. We got some coffee. Oh, it's a premium blend. Colta Catuna
Go to Brandon's
Cartruna.
Go to
Coffee.
Brand's
Yep, enjoy.
Isn't battery banned
Wait, I'm
in the
confused.
US?
Wait, I got two Jaffas here. I got Jaffa chocolate, I got Jaffa drink.
Is it,
Is it the same Jaffa?
US?
Or is it different Jaffas?
Wait,
There's another one.
Wait,
I
are
know.
these like moon pies? Hey, these are.
There's no-
Dude, I
opening
just
these
don't know.
right now.
Okay.
Oh, is that an orange Jaffa?
I'm
We
opening
got
this
Jaffas.
right now.
We got skips and we got sips.
Dude.
Skips.
These just look like potato chips.
We got Broadway chips, sour cream and onion. I like that they're labeled less fat.
What's that?
What's the
What's
deal?
that?
Whoa,
Pretty
dude.
good.
This is weird.
Uh-oh.
Dude, if it's weird, I want one.
Whoa.
If it's weird, I want
It's not
one.
what you expect.
Damn.
It's not what you expect.
Going in.
Damn.
Jaffa.
I don't know what to think.
Oh, I love it. This is delicious.
Same.
Try the orange one.
Oh, we just got them.
Here's raspberry.
You want chocolate? We got Carl Fazer, creamy milk chocolate.
Excellent.
We got
Oh yeah, I love
Kyle?
these.
No.
we got
Are you sure?
more
Yeah,
milk
I'm
chocolate.
alright.
Milk chocolate
Dude,
with popcorn.
No.
Damn.
It's sealed. We're not gonna get
Milk
poisoned.
chocolate with the salty toffee crunch.
Here's the orange. Here.
We got some, I don't know, some other chocolate. Chocolate with blueberries in it.
That's mint.
That's mint. Calls it. Roasted almonds and just
love
regular
almonds.
old milk chocolate. Oh my god, that's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate's rough for the summer. We got to eat it fast. Keep it in the
Chocolate.
fridge or eat it fast.
How about
Because
both?
that stuff's left out here. That's gonna melt. All right. Oh my goodness.
I
Assa.
like the orange better.
Both really good.
But they're both really good.
Assa. Hey,
Well,
what's
that's
give me some of that
Ace,
Assa?
right? Like you would say like Ace.
Assa.
Assa's funny.
I mean,
Is that
now
more
it's
coffee?
Assa.
Assa for life.
Oh yeah, we got more
Official
coffee.
EZA lore.
Presidente and Jula Mocha.
Watermelon.
I wonder if mocha means chocolate or if that's.
Don't you have one of those Toblerones right there?
Yeah, we got some Toblerones. Damiani's
There's a whole pile of them.
One of those.
Huber is so pumped right now.
Look at inside the box.
Ooh, hot and sour Turkish Peeber.
Oh, these are garlic.
Turkish peeper.
Hubert, try a Peeber.
Okay.
Yo.
Here you go. There's a box full of
These
Toblerones.
scare me. These are not going to be good. I'm telling you right now. These ones are
I'm gonna
genuinely
do
freaking
some
What is it?
potato chips.
hot
that was a
and
lot.
sour.
I'll give it a go.
Alright.
Give it.
I gotta load up these batteries.
I don't know, dude.
What do you have on your finger?
It was like part of it.
What is in the
What's an
inside?
Assa
Look
now?
at-
I
You see?
don't know,
Very good
dude.
gummies. These are actually super good.
Some potato chips.
No.
I'm
No.
alright.
No. I knew it. No. Uh-uh.
It gets worse the more you have it in your mouth.
I knew it.
The other stuff's a 10. There's always one weird one, though.
Huber's hurt.
Uh-oh.
You want an batteries?
Yeah, I would love an Assa.
Those are actually Huber. These that'll cleanse your palate, dude.
Yeah.
These are
and
super
the
good.
Jaffas. The David Jaffas.
Before we move on, okay, what should I try? What's
What is that?
Right
Yeah, what
there.
is that?
The Assas.
The asses?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Jones, you like raspberry or orange more?
Raspberry. Ah, those are
Trust.
legit.
Jones, dude. Trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
Oh, I like the look of this.
The Assas are good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some good candy.
Pretty good. Ow. Right.
Wait, did you show inside of the box?
Did I show the inside of the box?
So cool.
It said love and respect on the inside. It was a cool present for all of us.
I did?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Damiani grabbed it because they're Toblerones.
Yeah.
Well,
Open
there's still
that.
in there, so to speak.
John, someone in chat wanted to know where you got your T-shirt.
This T-shirt is my wife's improv company, theater company. You can go to Ripley Improv on Twitter to follow them. Find out. Oh, there we go.
First class.
Love and respect from Finland.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Love and respect.
Hey,
I completely missed that. I went straight to the candy.
that was kind of a half-hearted plug, man.
I don't want to take up too much time.
Okay.
Yep, Ripley Improv. There you go. It is a all-female improv troupe. They are currently doing dystopia, meaning Hunger Games, Maze Runner, basically taking those tropes and doing a 1 hour completely improvised. All of the women play men's roles, which is hilarious. Like one of them automatically would be like, "Oh, I'm that guy that you bump into. My dad's the baker in town, and like I hear you're pretty special. What powers do you have?" Like it's really fun to see her and her improv friends like take a genre that I love, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a fun genre," and then when they break it down, it's like, "Well, there's really not that much to it. It's pretty basic." Storytelling sometimes.
Yeah.
But very fun to see what they do, and they put up lots of fun videos on their social channel. And they do lots of streaming with people like Geek and Sundry and Hyper RPG. So if you follow them on Twitter, you can see live stuff that they do with those groups as well. And they got a dope logo.
That's a good plug, John.
There you go.
There's a lot of food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel weird right now.
I knew
A lot of sweetness in my body.
I went to the post office before I went to the store, and I was like buying like Oreos and stuff, and I'm like, why am I doing that? I know there's some skips in there. Like why am I?
We got skips, baby.
Why am I getting snacks when our amazing community is gonna
Bam, bam.
it's gonna make sure we are
I've had too much sugar.
well snacked. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, we're not messing
Ooh.
around here, folks. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
The heck?
I'm nervous.
Whoa.
I'm confused.
Okay, so I haven't found a note yet, but I've found some potentially valuable things. Oh my goodness.
It's probably all for me.
It looks like a tea set of
Yeah.
some kind.
Whoa.
Careful.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's below that?
It's complicated.
Yeah.
It's mine.
I see Japanese characters.
Oh, this looks like maybe still be part of it.
What the hell is that?
Is the note maybe on the other side of the box?
I don't know. Hang on to that for 2 seconds.
What does it say, Blood?
Oh, I don't know on this one.
It says Heaven's Gate.
Please be a sword.
No note.
No note.
No note.
All right, Jones, crack that thing open, man.
Yeah, it's in Chinese.
Yeah, right? There's no Japanese
Yeah.
on here that I can see.
Yep. We would know. What?
Yeah, it looks, and there's just a ton of different cups and
Was there
there's
anything
a
on
bunch
the,
of this
the
stuff.
outside of the
Little
box?
tiny mugs and stuff. I mean, yeah, it's not in a language that I can speak,
Right.
so I do not know.
It's a Chinese tea set.
Is there a note?
Crazy
No?
Chinese tea
There's
set.
no note.
It's Half-Life 3.
It's Half-Life 3, that's what you said?
Yeah.
Card packs.
There's lots of these little
Definitely a cursed item.
teacups. Yeah.
This is
Fine
cool.
tea to share with you.
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh, so I think this is... So this is like wood.
Tea stream.
Dude. Can you guys...
This is
The
awesome.
Gundam stream.
Yeah.
Yo, I was gonna say, can
What's
you
the
guys
tea right
please
now?
have this on like easy anime?
Yeah.
Just have some
you
tea.
bet.
Oh, this is very nice.
And then underneath of that, there's...
Love tea.
And of course, like the procedures around tea in China is like there's a way you have to do it, and of course we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we do not
We're gonna
know.
get that
Study
wrong
it.
for sure.
Study up.
I'll study up.
YouTube it.
Woo!
Tea.
Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Very cool.
Closer look, Ben.
An incredible tea set from an incredible fan.
Whoa! Look at this frog.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Ninja frog.
Get a close up on that frog.
Yeah.
Sparkle frog.
Sparkle's world.
That's the find.
Dang.
That's the fuck.
Super cool.
Some people are asking, are you sure it was addressed to us? Chat, and I'm joking. Like, are you sure that was your present token?
Yeah, was that our present, Jones?
Yeah.
We just stole somebody's
I
Chinese.
stole some nice
Didn't
China.
get lumped in.
I mean, I can. Where did the?
Really cool.
Yeah.
Cool
I'll
frog.
organize things later and maybe.
Talk about
Check that
setting
out.
the tone with like, preparing some tea before a podcast or
Yeah.
something.
Set the
Just a
tone.
complete
setter.
in complete silence,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
go around pouring each one.
Yeah.
So Bloodwife is
Take a sip.
saying it is a Chinese tea ceremony set.
Whoa.
You pour the wastewater through the slats on the tray and on the frog.
Wow.
On the frog.
How does your wife know this?
Frog context.
I don't know.
Immediate frog
Yeah,
context
so cool.
from the blood wife.
That's really awesome.
So the frog is part of the tea set.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's so cool.
What a mysterious gift.
Gotta show some of the fun.
Yeah, very mysterious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you cannot tell, we have an amazing community all over the world. So I love getting crazy snacks. You know, obviously, like, we're all gonna go home and do research on the proper way to have a Chinese tea ceremony. But we just get a tremendous amount of support. Thank you so much. Apologies again that we could not get to this before E3. E3 is a maddening time, and it was that post office closes at 5, and I realized when I was out doing stuff that I would not be able to pick up the packages. But regardless, it's not like E3 finishes and then we like don't stream, you know, almost every day. We don't go back and you know, it's tricky to do E3, but it's also tricky kind of getting back into the swing of things. As you can tell from how we kicked off. Oh, look at you. Look at Mr. Streetwise. You look like you're like West Side Story.
Yeah. Greaser over here.
When you're a jet, you're a jet all the way. Oh boy.
I always sit. This is how I always sit.
Never be ultimate.
I always sit like this.
You wear that jacket for the podcast?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Easy Allies. This has been a wild stream. Boy, it's already like at 40 minutes of present opening. We opened lots of gifts that were intended to be opened during E3, but we did that during the close to conclusion of our E3 2017 coverage. If you missed Judge Jones, I produced 3 of those episodes. You can see those on YouTube. Third one didn't go up during our regular stream, but you can catch the archive of that on youtube.com/EasyAllies.
Yeah, if you go to the playlist, like all 60-something videos are there. So,
and
lots to check out.
And just incredible support, and we got new Twitch subs, we got new patrons, we got new YouTube subscribers, we got a lot of people spotting us for the first time, and a lot of people coming into this amazing community and meeting all of you for the first time, and hopefully finding out that Easy Allies is a fun place to be. And with this, there's just so much to eat here. My goodness.
One more video coming.
There's one more video coming? One more E3 video coming.
One more E3 video coming.
What are you talking about?
What we did.
Oh, the E3 results.
Right, E3 results.
Betting results.
Also, the community comments for the month of May was E3 themed, and so it'll be fun to go back and see what all of your well wishes were before E3 and see how everything stacked up. Especially considering we have now officially handed out all of our awards for E3 2017. So thank you for being with us throughout this crazy experience. Thank you for hanging around and watching us open presents, and of course, thank you to everybody that sent us presents from the exotic to Frogger. This is how we operate. We operate based on the support of our fans, emotionally and financially. And this has been a very exciting month for us and a very exciting week. And so we will be back. Where streams tomorrow? What's our next stream?
Oh, Ben.
What's it gonna be?
Double
Ben's
feature.
Dojo!
Ben's Dojo's Wednesday now?
That's right.
Well, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we are doing Tekken 7, followed by Guilty Gear, followed by a little bit of ARMS.
Damn,
Nice.
dude. Long dojo sesh. I
Yeah.
dig it.
Dojo sesh.
Could be playing some Twin Tail.
It's Saturday, full playthrough of God of War. I'm thinking about doing it in one sitting. So strap in, settle in.
The first one?
Yeah, it's like 9 hours.
God of War Uno?
Play on normal, you can do it pretty fast.
Alright.
So.
The P.O. Box, you can find, it's slightly obscure. If you go to easyallies.com, hit all the way to the bottom and hit the About Us link, there's the P.O. Box.
I saw some people curious, so we haven't delivered more details on that. It is kind of fun being announcing mysterious stuff, but if you missed it by chance, if you weren't around Thursday night, we announced that on August 9th and 10th, 4th and 5th? What are the dates?
4th and
Off the top
5th,
of my
I
head.
think. 4th to
4, 5,
6th.
6.
Yeah.
August 4, 5, 6, that is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be renting a beach house here in beautiful California. We'll be hanging out on the beach, and we'll be streaming for the first time in Easy Allies history for over 2 straight days.
It's at my beach house.
Provided
you could
everything
say
goes well.
for the first time, but Damiani kind of did that this weekend, so...
He took some naps. Some resting breaks. There's no naps. There's no. There will be naps. There will be
relay
naps
system
from
Tag 'em
certain
in.
allies, but not simultaneously. There will be no time at any time that all 9 allies are asleep all at the same time.
We will have a Huber face cam while he's sleeping.
And that, that'll be an interesting experiment. We've never done something like that. I've certainly never rented a beach house before. I've actually rented beach houses before, but never asked it, like, how good's the internet? I mean, really, I want to know how good. How's your Wi-Fi? Like, really, I kind of want to go and check. So that'll be interesting setting that up. But that's what's really fun about Easy Allies. So we've been covering games for a really long time, but because we have this amazing community, we were able to approach an E3 2017 and do it differently than we have done stuff before. And we were able to do fun stuff like that and brings fun stuff to you. Because you make our lives fun. You support us, and you keep supporting us. And that is why we are here to give out awards and eat crazy chocolate and play games and have a fun time. So thank you so much for hanging out for E3 Awards and for all of our E3 coverage. We will be back very soon to stream more stuff here at twitch.tv/EasyAllies. And if you would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/EasyAllies and support us there. Find out all the stuff that you will get in return. But if not, we will see you very soon here on the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Boom.
Ba-boom!